Hello, everybody. Welcome back to We Watch the Movie. Happy Friday 13th. I'm Mike.
I'm Jay.
Tonight, we're going to finger the man who did it.
Get that man and put your finger in his butt. What?
We're going to put our finger in and around him and you.
Hey, dude, I watched a movie on YouTube. I don't know if you've ever seen a movie called Firstborn, 1984. I'd seen it and I forgot all about it. And I started watching. I was like, oh my God, I remember this. I was like, because Peter Weller's in it as the mean stepdad kind of guy that the mom starts dating. And he's such a dick lick, a wiener lick.
Yeah.
He's a bad guy. But Corey Feldman's in it. I mean, not Corey Feldman. Not Corey Feldman. He didn't get that role. But Corey Haim's in it. Robert Downey Jr.'s in it. Sarah Jessica Parker's in it.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's cast.
And the chick from Young Frankenstein, the blonde chick, is the mom. It's really good. It's free on YouTube. I watched the whole thing.
Born in July. What's called?
Firstborn, 1984.
I never heard of it. Is it a horror movie?
It's weird that they call it a horror movie, but really it's kind of like it's not. It's like Diet Coke version of Stepfather. So the mom is like lonely or whatnot, and then her ex-husband, who she's always hoping that she's going to get back together with. Well, that whore winds up marrying another chick and moving to Canada or England or something like that. So she gets depressed and meets with the first guy she meets that shows her any kind of interest is Peter Weller, who moves in like right away and starts slamming a jam into her. And then
he showed up and was like, "Dead or alive, you're coming with me."
Yeah, he does all sorts of naughty things to her hoo-ha, I guess. But the kids are like, it's kind of weird. Like he's like just moving in now, and he's like, and then the cracks start showing pretty quickly, and the firstborn kid has to like it's actually a really good movie. Like again, it's the Diet Coke version of Stepfather, or even the Diet Coke version of This Boy's Life.
Jay loves him a good family drama.
Yeah, because right after that, I did watch This Boy's Life.
What is it with you in that movie, dude? Like,
you love concrete. It's the best place is concrete. God,
if anybody on this whole world could start a This Boy's Life fan podcast, it would be Jay sitting in front of you right now.
I don't know what it is about that movie, dude. Like I'm addicted. It's like a scab that you can't help but pick. I don't know what it is. I just keep going back to it.
That's so wild. I realized that too. I was doing a video the other day. I was like, man, sometimes I talk about the same movies way too much. Like, I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I was like, I realized that I did that. I was like, all right, maybe I need to like take like a sabbatical and just watch a bunch of movies I've never seen before. Because I feel like maybe we just talk about movies too much. So I feel like, you don't feel like that? Like, man, we talk about these movies too much.
Yeah, sometimes
I do.
Tomo says Jay Silent Hill 1 remake news. You and Mike should play it. I didn't know that.
I don't know
Silent Hill 1. I don't know if it's a video game news or if it's movie news or what.
I saw there was video game news about it. They're bringing video game back. I don't know if we can play that or not. I don't know what the copyright. We have streams sometimes when like we'll just get all of them out of the way at once. Like we'll just play everything and be like, well, we're definitely screwed this time.
Oh,
but usually when we don't have something planned, we won't just randomly play stuff.
Yeah, it was a trailer. Somebody said, hey, anybody ever seen Hard Eyes? Yeah, we did. Mike and I are of two different minds about it. I enjoyed it. Mike hated it, but it was still, I've seen it though.
I like the first half of it. I think I had more expectations for it. I thought it was going to be, good. And then all of a sudden they're, halfway through, they were just like, let's just make it a whimsical comedy where the killer's not scary. So, but Jay likes crappy movies, so he's fine with it.
Well, Mike likes crappy breath. That's why he doesn't brush his teeth.
I did forget to brush my teeth till like an hour ago. I was pretty.
I can smell it.
Yeah, it's. We got that new HD internet.
Look at my hair though. I gotta get a hair.
I noticed. I wasn't gonna say anything, but
because it won't. It's the part of it. Like there's too much. Like I got a lot up here, not necessarily here. But it won't spike.
you got the little ones coming off, dude. You're like 2 steps away from like an emo cut.
I know, dude.
You look like I've been here before.
Everybody leave me alone while I'm talking. I need some white makeup. Jay needs a comb. I did comb it. You shut your mouth.
It's not bad. Honestly, I kind of dig it, dude. You should let it get a little longer, let it hang over there, kind of a Bill Pullman thing.
But dude, because I don't have enough hair to really justify that. It would look crazy. I just look like a crackhead that needs a job at 7-Eleven and hangs out there all the time.
I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of having a hard time not looking at you now.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And I got a natural split in the middle of my hair, so when I do anything with it, like I get so mad in the bathroom when I'm trying to spike it, and I'm like, "Oh, why does it do that?" It literally looks like a Grand Canyon crack that just forms right here, and it's not like. I don't know what, it's just a natural, like where the part of my hair is, but right in the friggin' middle.
Yeah, that just does. And I got cowlicks all over the place, so my hair doesn't even make sense. It just goes in all sorts of different directions.
Oh yeah, dude, D-Mitch. Boys, you excited for Spaceballs 2? Yeah. If you guys don't know, that little teaser was dropped by Mel Effin Brooks, the 97-year-old mastermind Houdini himself that cheats death and avoids it. Says Spaceballs 2 is coming, and he's going to come back as yogurt. Yogurt. I hate yogurt, even with strawberries. Yeah.
Dude, did you know Rick Moranis is coming back too? They got Rick Moranis to come back.
He's been he actually did a couple of a couple of interviews a few weeks ago that I watched. So he's slowly but surely getting back into the limelight. Because I think as his kids are grown, which I give all props to Rick Moranis. Like, he's one of the most down to earth, normal people I've ever met in my life. The fact that when his wife died, instead of going out and trying to do the Hollywood thing and letting nannies raise his kids and him just working nonstop, he said, "No, I'm going to stay home and take care of my kids and raise them." And he had enough money in the bank for the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids series to do it.
I genuinely don't know why more famous people don't do that. Because not everybody. I understand the people who do it for passion because it's what they do and they love it. But there's a lot of people in Hollywood that act like they're miserable and working all the time. And it's like, dude, you're a millionaire. You could just stop and go home and spend time with your kids.
They get addicted to the lifestyle. They want all that fame and glory and fortune.
Cocaine, hookers, and hanging out at Diddy parties.
That's a hell of a drug. But no, yeah, I love Rick Moranis too. I'm happy to see him back. And somebody's like, Spaceballs 2, why? Because it is. Why say no when it feels so good to say yes? And I think I trust Mel Brooks, dude. It's not like he's going to wokeify it and make it stupid or something. Mel Brooks knows what's funny.
Yeah, dude. I think that we need all the comedies we can get right now. I was talking to somebody about this last night. It was like, yes, dude. Hot Shots, Naked Gun. I don't care. All of it. Scary Movies coming back.
Now, guys, I want you to be prepared. I think it said 2027 is what the rumored date is for a launch for the movie. Don't get mad if he drops some funny stuff about President Screw salute, and it's like Trump. It's gonna happen. It probably is gonna happen because he's the one in office. It is what it is. It's gonna be funny though. It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, if Spaceballs was too current, I feel like that would be super disappointing, no matter which way they went.
What about this BB? Why didn't someone tell me my ass was so big? Because yes. He goes, I don't know about that BB. Is it safe? Oh yes, sir. Snotty beat me twice last night. It was wonderful.
Smoke him if you got him. Oh, dude.
He's going straight to the only one we missed. I wonder if they're gonna get Bill Pullman to come back for a Lone Star.
No, he is. I think he is coming back. I think I read that. I had no idea Lewis Pullman was his son. That'd be cool if they got him in there too. I think I read that they may be doing that.
Yeah.
Lewis Pullman's a good actor, dude. So yeah, Thunderbolts did crap at the movie theater, apparently. Lost a bunch of money.
Yeah, I heard.
Which is disappointing. It's like one of the better Marvel movies lately.
Yeah. I think generally I would say that the biggest consensus is that people did enjoy it or they liked it enough, but it just didn't. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like something like Dread. Not as good as Dread, not even close to as good as Dread. I'm saying, but like it's a good movie. It's a solid movie, but not enough people saw it, or for whatever reason, or marketing was bad.
Oh yeah,
marketing was terrible. I think marketing was terrible for Dread and Thunderbolts. Plus, they changed it to the name New Avengers to try to get more people in, which was stupid. I don't know. And also the bad press circling around MCU right now and everything coming out about them is probably not helping their case either way. So. Yeah,
Clinton's right. Superhero fatigue is real. Unfortunately, it only hurts the ones that try to be original. You know what I mean? Like, man, I had to watch, all these superhero movies this past year. I'm not going to see Thunderbolts. I don't blame you. I probably wouldn't have watched it had you not been so into it. Like, I probably only went to see that. Yeah, I will say that for sure. The only reason I decided to go watch it is because you were pumped about it, and that got me pumped about it. And I was glad I did. It was a good time.
I thought it was like, it's not like, I don't think it's a masterpiece or anything like that. I don't think it's like on the same level like something like Warrior or something or anything like that, but it's still a good movie. I think it was. I like the change of pace in the film. I thought like focusing in on all these guys are losers. They're actual losers, and they have to find something within themselves to actually. And there's no like Mary Sue's. There's no person that is like above the other. They're not playing this sexism game. There's none of that. It's just everybody's equal, and they're not showcasing one being like, see, it only happened because he's a man. It's not like that at all. It's just a bunch of a gaggle of losers that have to take on the century.
Yeah, it's a gaggle of losers. That sounds like when
you and I
hang out. It's a gaggle of losers over here. Oh man. So hey, I got a question for you guys in the chat. Does anybody have, by the way, like a Friday the 13th thing that you do every Friday the 13th? Because they're like once, twice a year tops, and you can't watch all the movies every Friday the 13th. So like, I wonder like what people do. Like, do people have like special things? Like, I wish we knew people who had like a party every Friday the 13th. That would be cool. Like, if you had like a
Yeah, but we
rager.
wouldn't get invited to it. We would just like stand outside the window and look at it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like I can hear the music from here. It's kind of cool.
Like, without fail, every Friday the 13th, there's a party at this place. Would be dope.
I'm actually surprised that more venues don't do that.
Hey, can I tell you something that doesn't have anything to do with movies?
No,
I'm gay, but also, and more importantly,
water is wet.
Dude, I'm becoming, and so am I. I'm becoming quite the chef over here, buddy. Like,
you really are gay.
I told you about that Blackstone, right? Did I tell you about that?
Yeah, the grill.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, it's just it's a big grill that goes outside, and I'm addicted, dude. Like, it's like my new hobby. Like, every day, I'm out there, standing out there with my shirt off, basking in the sunshine.
You're not making the case for hetero. What's your heritage? Homosexual?
I thought it was manly to grill with his shirt off. Maybe not.
Maybe it is. I don't know. But I never saw Tim Allen on Home Improvement doing that, and he was all man.
This is true. I even started watching a YouTube channel that does those like Blackstone. It's like it's like CJ's first cooking show, and dude, they're just like us. It's crazy. They like all their clips while he's cooking all this stuff, and he's like an actual chef. Is like straight up 90s clips, like 90s like Cable Guy and stuff like that. Like they do, and they make all the same jokes and stuff. And every once in a while, they just ring a bell, and then they stop and like take a shot or whatever. While it's you'd love it.
You know, it's not like. I mean, I know that some people do grill with their shirt off, but it's like you already kind of know what you're in for when you come over to someone's house and like the guy's got a beer belly, he has an apron on that says #1 cook, and he's like grilling and he's drinking like a Budweiser, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? Well, how you like your burgers?" "All right, man, I like my burgers half rare. I like it almost mooed." And you're like, "Oh, it's gonna take a lot of drinks to get through this one. Lots of drinks."
Yeah. No, it's I haven't cooked for others yet, just the family, but like I'll like dude, peanut butter chocolate pancakes. I can whip those things up for you like that. Just like that.
Dude, if there was an award given out for greatest microwaver, this guy right here, #1. I know just when to pull the door open. It doesn't always have to go all the way to 0, and that thing is cooked fine.
Well, dude, I can't cook for crap. Like I could say now, I can't cook for shit. Typically, because like inside in front of a grill, like I don't know the heat, the temperature. Like I everybody in my house knows. I'm like, I'm gonna whip up a meal for everybody. It's like, great, Dad's gonna end up like screaming into the void again before supper. He's gonna end up yelling at everyone, and then we're gonna eat half uncooked chicken or something. I try, but I just can't do it. There's something about on that Blackstone, you can just throw everything on that sumbitch, and it's just I feel alive, Jay. I feel alive. I put food and it sizzles, and I feel alive. I'm going to stop talking because this is pathetic.
I'm happy that you're coming in touch with your vagina. Really, it's a wonderful thing.
No, it's real. It's a manly thing. It's
good.
Thing.
I know how to cook some stuff, but I don't know how to turn on the oven. April has to do that for me, but then I can throw it all together.
You know how to cook that butt.
I love cooking that butt. That's the best part. I cook that butt raw.
Maybe I'm just doing it for Pride Month. I'm learning to cook for the gays.
Somebody said Jay drinks Diet Coke so he could eat regular Coke. Or get cake.
Oh yeah. Anyways, yeah, that was I needed to tell someone that. I apologize that everyone had to listen to it. I'm pretty excited about my new hobby. Tonight though, we are doing this.
Look, this is what Mike's going to flick a strip into the cleavage like Chris Farley. Oh,
tonight we are doing this right here. Dude, I made this. I'm really proud of it. Look. In the corner, you can see Pamela in the corner watching. This watch like ee.
Well, I wish I could zoom more into her face. I was looking at the bulbous head. Yes.
E. She's making that face, dude. E.
Yeah.
So
that's like when you look at your bank account after Christmas.
100%. I got all the Jasons in there, man. Like I got them all. You got to look at the floor because look over here in the look at baby Jason.
Oh,
he's looking like a basket case.
Yeah.
And then part 4 Jason's down there too. He's got the knife in his head. It was hard to fit everybody in the picture. It's like a family barbecue. You get everybody together. It's like everybody smile. But
no this Uber, is so D mentions no Uber Jason. No, I think Uber Jason's the half cyborg guy.
Uber Jason's up here. He's off the top of the rope.
Yeah, he's doing the Macho Man running the Savage.
Yeah, he's up in the air there. I had to use the NECA toys.
True. Center office says, does Roy really count though? I mean, yeah, you got to throw him in there because he's in part 5. I mean, he won't last, but
no, it's probably gonna be a quick out. Probably gonna be a real quick out.
Yeah.
But speaking of which, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, so I'm going old school here. Not gonna put up a vote. I just want you guys to say it in the chat. Okay. So it's a Royal Rumble. And by the way, shout out to Austin Mangum because this is his idea. He had a King of the Hill idea. He emailed it to me. I said, what do you guys think we should do for Friday the 13th? Email me. He's the only one. He's the only one who emailed me an idea, but it was perfect. So shout out him. This is his idea. So what we're going to do here is don't do it yet. Don't do it yet until I say, but we're going to go old school. Whereas you just type into the chat the first person who gets thrown out of this. And before we do that, let me announce who everybody is here. Obviously, you know, you've got you got Baby Jason, Big Baby Jason down there, right? You got Friday 13th Part 2 Jason over here. You got Richard Brooker's underrated Super Traps Jason. Down here, you do have Friday 13th Final Chapter Jason down there between that dude's legs. You got Roy from 5 over here. You got Jason Lives over here, Part 6 with the tool belt. You've got Roseblood is what the fuck's Rose? Oh, here he is. Here's Roseblood over here on the corner. Part 7 Jason. Jason Takes Manhattan back here with the axe behind. And finally, last but not least, you got Uber Jason X Jason over here.
I like it.
So with that being said, everybody type into the chat right now who gets thrown out first. And this is not who your favorite is. This is who wins if they're fighting. If these Jasons are trying to murder each other, who's the first Jason that gets murdered? Go.
Tell us. Jonathan, you're a piece of shit. He said Baby Jason. Baby Jason, get rid of that paper. Kill that thing.
Does it make sense? Like to me, it's between Roy Burns and Baby Jason, and I still think that like Roy Burns will probably. I mean, Baby Jason's scary, but he's Baby Jason. He's just trying to learn how to swim.
I don't know what. Yeah, everybody's saying Roy because God, Roy can't even take on that baby. That baby kicked your ass. Why don't you go cry about your son? We'll see.
poor dude. Baby Jason beating the fuck out of Roy Burns would be the funniest shit we've ever seen in our lives. Yeah, I wish we could get that movie.
I do. I think it's I could only imagine how pissed people were when they went and seen Friday Part 5. And you know what the thing is? I've grown to respect the movie over the years. I used to fucking hate it too. I used to hate Part 5, but as time went on, it's not a bad story. It's actually not that. It's actually got some cool scenes in it. I liked it. I like it now a lot more than I used to. But I could only imagine going to the theater and expecting to see like the big baddie of Jason Voorhees and then getting like shanghaied and be like, what the fuck is this? and then the producer's going like, oh, we pulled a fast one on you, but we tried to warn you. We put the little blue check mark on his mask.
That's pretty skeezy, honest. But no, like honestly, dude, 5 makes me mad just because you got that weird ass, super nerdy Tommy in there.
I like it.
It's like Freakazoid. Every time someone picks on him, he like freaks the fuck out and like, you know, Power Rangers them all. He looks like the blue Power Ranger.
Yeah, he looks like Billy. I think he's cool.
It's got funny parts in it. I love Reggie the Reckless, but like and I'm not even mad that it's not a full-on Jason. That doesn't piss me off. What pisses me off is and it's not the movie's fault, I guess, but it's the MPAA. Like those kills suck. Like Jason just shows up with a weapon and then the thing cuts away. It sucks. It kind of ruins the whole.
Yeah, they could have been some cool stuff. Like that tree scene where he's like twisting that shit on that person's face. That's pretty gnarly.
That beer's warm, and I don't know why, but it's upsetting. Apple juice. It's warm apple juice. I don't appreciate it. Let's see what you guys picked. What do you think? Who was the most? Did Baby Jason?
I saw a lot of Roy. I saw a shit ton of Roy.
Oh, dude, I totally forgot about Jason Goes to Hell, Glenn. Thank you. I will put him in there.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbass. Stupid idiot. God, I'm so stupid. I hate myself.
God,
I want to die.
Because that's Jason looked awesome in Jason Goes to Hell, but you only saw him in the first 10 minutes of the movie and then the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, I'll add him real quick. But yeah, Baby Jason, they're gonna stomp Baby Jason's head in. Yeah, unfortunately, that's probably how that would go. Yeah, Philip, I know, like, and massive respect to Womp Stomp and Never Hike Alone, but I felt I had to keep it theatrical, you know, because there are a lot of fan films, even though that's widely considered by many as one of the best.
Oh,
for sure.
Robbie saying Freddy versus Jason.
What does that have to do with? Oh, that's a different Jason. God damn it!
Yeah, did you put the remake? Oh yeah, you got the remake Jason in there.
I'm gonna add those two Jasons.
Eric says we forgot a movie. Yeah, that's a new one.
We forgot.
This somebody's going. We forgot to subscribe. Then
I feel like, dude, there's a lot more Roys than baby Jasons. All right, we got our first knockout. I'm gonna make a executive call here. Roy,
fucking Glass Joe from Punch Out. The first one goes down quick.
Yeah, literally. I gotta grab. Oh,
Gabby J. Yay. Bye, y'all. Bye. I guess I'll go back to my job as a paramedic. Fuck you all.
Is it safe to say Baby Jason goes out second, so we don't have to do that again? Baby Jason was the second. That was the only two really that most people said. So I think Baby Jason would be, if so facto, the next one out.
Fucking creature. Yeah, he's the one. Yeah. Oh, my mama never taught me how to swim. That's why I clutched you on the boat. Bye.
Nah. I want to suck those things like Sugar Ray Leonard. Look, put him out here in the field. Just put him in the field. Just a little happy accident.
Bye. Bye. Now uproot yourself, my little Brussels sprout.
Oh shit! All right, we're gonna get to some of you guys in the chat real quick while I divvy up a couple of Jasons I forgot to add to the Rumble of Royals. So I'll stop sharing this for a minute. Jay, if you'll start stupid shits while I do this real quick in the background.
Okay. We've got Down and Dirty, Tennessee, new member. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you. We've got Big Papa Musk, smelling so good. Let's party, lads. Let's party, Big Papa.
Lads.
Byron Hansen, member for 10 months. Appreciate you, man. Love you guys. Who's your fave, Jason? My favorite Jason's always been New Blood Jason. King Hodder's first take on it. I loved him. I think he's the best one, period. Point blank. But I also like the remake one really a lot too. So
yeah, my favorite Jason, I'm just gonna give it to I don't think it gets enough love, man. I'm gonna give it to part 3 Jason, Richard Brooker's Jason with the traps. I love that fucking guy.
Yeah, he's a good one. Jeremy Shelley, thank you so much, dude. Says, what's up, my guys? Today is my grandson's birthday. He turned 1 today. He watched you guys on YouTube with his dad. Oh, nice. He's gonna grow up well adjusted. I know it's the Friday 13th, but you guys are number 1 in our hearts. Jay, hairline is getting further back, bro. I know. This is not news to me, but we appreciate you, Jeremy.
I like how Jeremy threw a dig in right at the end. He's like, by the way, love you guys. Appreciate all the content for our grandchildren. And by the way, you're going bald. See you.
It's called life, idiot. I know. It's father time. It kicks the shit out of you. But don't worry. I've invested in a shit ton of hats they are. But appreciate it. Sideroth says, Loomis, you missed out. Date. Chalice and I brought Jason to the strip club for his birthday. Chalice even won a Clio award, but we lost Jason. Yeah, that's great. Then he could set it up there on the goddamn bookshelf with Corey Feldman. Great stuff. McDonald's commercial loving shithead. Good stuff. I'm glad I missed it.
What is a Clio award?
I told when we were doing Patreon, it was like that we watched the interview with Corey Feldman giving that one guy hell because he was talking. Because he was like, I won a Clio award. Like, God, dude, like 10 years later, that was when my career started with the Goonies. And he was like, and then the guy was like, listen, man, he's like, nobody cares about when you were a baby and what awards you wore. We were just talking about the movies that are relevant. And he was like all mad about it the entire interview.
I totally forgot about that, dude.
Michael Parton, thank you so much. Says that so-called Jason universe is lame. It said it would get it said it would also involve new movies, and the Universal Haunted House is cool, but we're still not getting shit.
Yeah,
the so-called Jason universe. What's that?
So this was today, right? This was today. Like they promised yesterday, huge Friday the 13th updates tomorrow. Huge Friday. Everybody's thinking, are they going to announce a new movie? Are they going to show us a picture of Jason from Crystal Lake? And what they brought us, the Jason universe. Remember with like the 1s and the 3s in it, the corny shit they did, and like the cartoon mask. They're like, this is the new Jason. What those fucks did was their big announcement was NECA's going to make dolls of our toys of our Jason. That was their fucking thing. And then the other thing was Friday 13th is going to go to Halloween Horror Nights. That's our big announcement. Nobody gives a fuck. Unless you live in fucking Orlando. No one gives a fuck. You know?
Yeah, that sounds stupid.
So stupid.
Michael also said, it's also Chris Evans' birthday, which is super hot. Yes, he is. Thank you. He works out a lot.
He's a handsome man. Best fire starter of all the fire starters.
He is. He's the best.
Turlington.
Woo-wee! This 100% or 100-degree Texas summer heat has me peeling up my soaked tights of white like Ace Ventura in the Rhino. Kind of hot in those rhinos. Yeah, dude. It's hot as well. We've had thunderstorms nonstop here. It's like all week we're gonna have them. But yeah, dude, I know that people love summer. I fucking hate summer, dude. It's like you got the flies in the morning, you got the goddamn mosquitoes at night, you got humid like butt crack sweat in the afternoon. It's awful. I hate it.
Dude, last night that volleyball just switched to outside, so we had to play our first game outside, and it was like 84 degrees. Man, I'm the oldest person on the team. Everybody else is like mid-30s or younger.
Yeah.
And so I'm the oldest person. Dude, I was fucking dying. Everybody else like jumping around. Shit. I'm like, after 2 games, dude, my lungs were burning. That heat was up in my crack. I stank. I was sweaty.
Dude,
I was fucking in pain, man. I barely made it through. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, but it didn't.
Somebody's like, God, who the fuck is cooking salmon? It stinks. It's like, oh,
my vagina's sweaty.
It's my crotch.
So
damn,
sweaty.
I gotta go. Byron Hanson, thanks so much, dude. Thanks. Says rank these late 90s, early 2000 actors based on nostalgia. Freddie Prinze Jr., Matthew Lillard, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Sean William Scott, Sean Patrick Thomas, Ryan Phillippe, Eliza Dushka, and Josh Hartnett. Like based on nostalgia alone, like who you would like go like I think you got to give it to Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard as far as like late 90s, early 2000s. Sarah Michelle Gellar would come in really cool, like behind that. Ryan Phillippe, Josh Hartnett, Sean William Scott, and Eliza Dushka.
I am offended by how low you put Josh Hartnett on that list just now.
He's a better actor. I'm just thinking of like nostalgia.
Yeah, I would go Lillard. I would go Lillard, and then I would go Josh Hartnett, and then I would go Sarah Michelle Gellar, and then Freddie Prinze Jr. and a mishmash of the rest. So you can pretty much put it's Stifler, and then everybody else kind of mix them up a little bit.
Yeah,
personally.
By the way, you know Eliza Dushka was in This Boy's Life too.
Was she really?
Yeah, she was a little.
I always get her confused. I know that was she the one in True Lies?
Yeah.
Okay, so now
was it? I don't know. I can't remember.
And then there was one that was in the Blink-182 Josie video, but I think that's a different one.
But good stuff, Myron. Thank you, man. Big Papa Musk says, Loomis, want to give a teddy bear a kiss? No, you sticky shit. Go clean your asshole.
Does he call himself that? Does Musk call himself Teddy Bear?
I don't know, probably. JK
abdomen distension.
Jason 09 clears. Nice hair, Jay. Well, I appreciate you. I'm going bald apparently to Jeremy, but appreciate you.
I think it looks good.
JK also Jason 09 clears. Good stuff there. Sean Higginbotham says this is my third super chat attempt at praising Halloween H2O in weeks. YouTube must really be hating. Imagine if they got the mask right. Chef's kiss. That was a big contention point for a lot of people. Well, for me, it was. I hated the fucking mask. I don't know. And also the movie also personally, it felt like a ripoff of Scream. I know it was like I've always said it felt too clean. H2O just always felt clean to me. It wasn't like it was bad. It was just way too clean.
Yeah, well, YouTube definitely. I'd be surprised if they don't let super chats go through because they take 30% of them shits. You think they want to dip their nasty, crusty fingers in your crack and take that money out. Mm-hmm. But I'll say this again. I like H2O, but it's got one of the best endings in the Halloween franchise for sure. But it's clean looking, and it was nice to see them put all that money and effort into it. But you guys already said it. It's the mask. You can't have a H4 is probably the only great Michael Myers movie that features a terrible mask. Which it doesn't even make sense because in the beginning of H2O they used the Curse of Michael Myers mask. That was a great looking fucking mask. That always looked great, and then they changed it. And they had the alien looking mask. And then like when they did the trailer, it was all digitized. And then they're like, no, test audience don't like that. A cod's like, get out of here. Give me a real mask. flicked his cigar in someone's face. Yeah, but good call out. Sean Higginbotham says, in case you forgot, I'm the comeback kid. Yeah, you are. Know what I mean? Mike Brimmer, Jay, please, are the tree story at the golf course? What? I think he said tell the tree story when you hit a tree at the golf course. Oh no, dude. That's what I'm guessing. It's not. The basic idea behind it was I was driving back from a karaoke event that happened earlier in the evening, and you don't drink alcohol at those.
I had a lot of apple juices. Well, not a lot, but just enough. But I wasn't inebriated. I don't believe so. And I had my phone between my
I don't believe so, officer.
I had my phone between my crotchal region, and I got a text. And so I looked down like that, and suddenly my car had teleported itself onto the grass, and I couldn't stop, and I hit a tree, which crumpled in the car I was driving. The head, the engine was almost in my lap, and I drove that bitch home. Yeah, the hood of the car.
The technical term is engine.
I was fine, but when I got home, I was driving, and somehow I made it all the way home without the car dying. And this dude was pulling up next to me driving, and he was like, "Yo, dude, are you all right? Your shit's smoking." I was like, "No. It does that. It does that from time to time." It was literally fresh.
I do this from time to time.
And then I got home, and it never started again. But yeah, that's the quick and slimy version of it. But yeah, don't drink apple juice after karaoke.
Yeah, try to go do stuff with Jay for like 6 months after that. Fucking sucked. He's like, dude, I don't have a car. I was like, well, I mean, whose fault is that, Jay?
It was the fucking apple juice's fault, not mine. But I didn't get caught. But Beep Bop Boop says, when I was a little kid, I stayed with my grandparents on weekends. They lived way out in the country. On Friday the 13th, I always set up a tent in the living room when they went to bed and binged my Jason VHS. That's fucking awesome, dude. That sounds like a great life.
That's all. Yeah, that dude. I've never done. I'm not a big camper. I don't like it. I honestly don't like it. You go camp, right? You have to set up. You have to drive in the middle of fucking nowhere. You have to set up a tent. Have you ever tried to set up a tent before? It sucks.
Yeah,
fucking sucks. You got to put these stupid wires together and then like drape it. Or it's like, why don't I just change my bed sheets at home? It'll be more fucking fun. And you put that thing together and you sit out and you get all the fire in you. You get to have a couple drinks, which is nice, but the fire smoke gets all over you. And then guess what? Your prize is it gets freezing fucking cold at night, and you get to go sleep on the goddamn ground inside your tent and hope to God that a bear doesn't eat your asshole. Or you wake up at 3 a.m. freezing.
Or a tarantula gets on your dick. It's awful. I don't want that.
Sucks, dude. But I would go watch Friday the 13th movies on a camping trip. That sounds fun.
That would be cool. I would go on a camping trip in my living room and watch VHS tapes. That sounds fun and nice and relaxing. And you have air conditioning. You have air conditioning. I would be great. Otherwise, I don't like the nature out. Also, Blair Witch ruined it for me, like forever. Like that shit scared the fuck out of me when I watched it.
And but also, even if you go in a camper, it makes you. I don't know, dude. Whenever I've gone in a camper, I just feel like a fucking fake. Like I'm camping. It's like, dude, I've got an air conditioning box over here, so I can go be uncomfortable as shit in that instead. Camping fucking sucks.
We will get back to those super chats soon, but I figure we should get back into the list.
It did mosquitoes. And then fucking mosquitoes. What is that?
Parasites.
What is that shit about? All right, back to the list. I have the graphics made. I do. I fixed it. I made it cool again, Steven.
Oh, good.
Do I like the way he's like, wish upon a star?
Give me 1 second. I gotta get a new vape. Mine's died. I'll be back.
Okay. Enjoy. Sound like he said baby. I have to get a new baby. Baby, come back to me. So if you guys are just with us, you guys are just getting with us. You got Roy was the first one out, bested by little baby Jason. Roy has gone to hell because that's what happens when you lose the Royal Jason Rumble. You don't just get knocked out of the ring. You go to fucking hell. And then Jason fingers your butt with his knives. Mother's watching. Oh God, I moved everything. No. Mother's watching in the corner. This by the way, this is your mom. Like when she comes home and realizes that you didn't clean your room. You know, you're just sitting there having a good time. You turn on your PlayStation, it makes that noise, and then all of a sudden, did you clean your room? Yeah, there's mommy watching in the corner. But baby Jason was the second one out naturally because those are the only two people mentioned. And doesn't he look like Mufasa, like watching over his children? It's so stupid. So now he's out there in hell.
No, you don't have to stare at my bald head anymore. Asshole.
I thought it looked good, Jay. Yeah. I liked it.
That's fine.
You should have stuck with it. By the way, for Patreon and YouTube members, I uploaded today some unearthed Jay and I's review of the entire Friday the 13th franchise, all the way back from 2012. And that was a fucking memory, dude, watching those, because when I watched them again, that was when it was like one of our first YouTube videos ever. And we took the Friday the 13th DVDs and we went behind my duplex at the time I was living in and just filmed like the small wooded area behind it. and Jay and we zoomed the camera into a Friday the 13th mask while Jay read the back of each DVD, like on Friday the 13th. And
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time, man. That was an old guerrilla style filming.
Yeah,
but those are up on for Patreon YouTube members now. Okay. All right. Chat, whores, men,
Tell
women,
us.
filthy sluts of the Niagara Falls. Who should go out next? Don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. The remaining members are, well, I don't have to say them all. You know them all. Now I added here's 2009 guy. I added Freddy vs. Jason in there. Right? I added who was the other one we were fucking missing? Because I'm a big stupid idiot.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason Goes to Hell. Where is he?
Did you not add?
Oh, no, I did. Here he is. Here's Jason Goes to Hell right here. There's Jason Goes to Hell. So you got the rest of the Jasons here.
Someone's going to bring in. You didn't add Savini Jason. I was like, no, he doesn't count. He was only in the video game.
We had to keep it minimal. So, okay. Ready? Everybody has made their decision. Type it into the chat now. Who is the next Jason that gets knocked out? Not who you like the most, but if these guys are all fighting to the death, who's the next Jason that gets knocked out of the ring? What do you think, Jay?
I think I like him, but we're gonna have to throw out an old baghead right there. I don't think he's got the magic juice in him. I just don't. He ain't got the supernatural powers. He hasn't tapped the morphin grid yet. He's still just a goddamn Boondocks boy running out there with machete.
You might be right. I hate it though, because I like him. He's got want to, you know.
Well, like, it's weird too. That's another one that I used to not like when I was a kid, when I watched Friday the 13th, because he didn't have the hockey mask, and that's the only one I wanted to see. But later on, you appreciate it more and more.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, it's like a special Jason. I actually hate that. I don't want to do that. But honestly, when
he's also teeny and toasty compared to everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, here. What if you did that?
Yeah, there you go. Now you win. Now I win.
I don't want to do that. I love he's got the Michael Myers mask, but I think you might be I think I have to go there too, dude, because my only other thing I would say would be either part 2 Jason or Jason Goes to Hell Jason, because he was a little overweight.
Who, the Jason Goes to Hell?
Yeah, dude. Not here. Obviously, the doll version of him looks great, but he was a little overweight.
Yeah, but that was pure ghost Jason. That was pure like Exorcism Emily Rose Jason.
But he looks so tired. He looks so tired.
He is tired. Shit, he's falling apart.
He's like LeBron today. It's like, man, just whatever.
And he's pissed off throughout the entire movie because he's not even in it. He has to he's like, I was just hanging out, and this hot chick was taking a shower out of nowhere, and the fucking FBI burst down the door.
They took his ass down quick, dude.
That was real crazy. Quick. That, you know what? The beginning of that movie, I was like, man, this is gonna be awesome. And then it was like, oh shit, they're just eating hearts throughout the entire movie.
Dude, what a great opening! And then they fucking wasted a good surprise on you.
Oh, Hooters.
All right, so let's scoot back up here and let's see what you guys are saying, because you guys are the deciders, not Jay and I. I would kick out Jason Goes to Hell. Jason would kick out Friday the 13th Part 2. And all right, we got a Part 2. We got Part 2, Part 2, Part 2. Roy already went out, Iron Wolf. Someone says Part 3, Part 2, Part 2.
I think Part 2 is out.
Stacy, Part 5's already been knocked out. Part 2, Part 2, Part 3. Hey, I need you guys to stop fucking. You need to put some respect on Part 3's name, okay? I don't appreciate what you're doing to Super Traps Jason over here. Manhattan Jason. But yeah, I think overall, Jay, you influenced too much. You're too influential.
That's not true at all. All I did was give my fucking opinion.
Damn it, dude. Hella, please, God, just shit. Just shit in the fucking floor if you have to. Just stop fucking farting.
She directed that shit at you like a Scud missile. Take
Dude,
a whip.
It's like nonstop asshole.
You like
here.
This smell?
It's like a truck stop at 2 a.m.
I think Part 2 is gonna. I think Part 2 is the one that's out.
That looks like Who's the Loser. So,
bye guys.
No, I don't want to go.
I guess next time I'll just go to Dick's Sporting Goods to get a Jason mask, and maybe I'll hold up better. Bye.
Look at him, dude. Look at him go to heaven.
Yeah.
He's gone. Get out of here. And then you go to hell because you're Jason. Okay. Dude, I can't go to Jason. Hey guys, I want to hang out. Like, no, stay back. You're not allowed to. Okay. We didn't really have a for sure second place there. So It's getting tougher already. It's already tough. Take a look. Take a gander over what we got left here, guys. Uber Jason, Jason Lives Jason, Part 3D Jason. He's fucking huge, all right? He's huge.
Yeah.
Final Chapter Jason, Jason Takes Manhattan. 2009 Jason, Jason Goes to Hell Jason. Listen, he's too thin looking here for me. We're gonna need to. There we go. That is.
Wait, I keep on saying, like, I get it confused. Somebody say Ghost Jason. Ghost Jason, that's New Blood, right? Or are we talking about Manhattan?
I would think Ghost Jason's New Blood.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I would say. I think he is new. Yeah, because he's the one that gets resurrected by Jean Grey from the X-Men.
Yeah. So if you guys have already said your pick, get ready.
Manhattan Jason. They're saying Manhattan Jason.
Yeah. No, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. We're not even doing that yet.
No,
he's hold your load.
Who's Ghost Jason? I can't. It's all sexual. No, Ghost
Stop
Jason.
pre-coming, guys. Stop pre-coming. We need to do it all at once so we can count it up.
Never Hike Alone is good. I don't know. You guys are confusing me.
Cinerod said Ghost Jason. Oh, so Never Hike Alone's Ghost Jason. Okay, so no, we're not doing any of the fan films or whatever. By the way, fucking love them. Love Never Hike Alone, but these are all the theatrical ones. Okay. All right, those are Jason's. Go ahead and starting at the 7:43 point after Michael Parton's come comment, all the votes will count. Who gets knocked out next? My vote is once again for Jason Goes to Hell Jason. A little overweight, kind of long in the tooth, you know. We got to see him on screen for 10 minutes and he got bested by a bunch of shitty acting security guards, or FBI agents. But yeah, mine's Jason Goes to Hell's out next, I think.
My next Jason that I don't like, I would, it's probably gonna be Part 3, to be honest. He just doesn't have this. He doesn't have the strength yet. He don't have.
You're saying that to make me mad, you fucking cuck.
No,
you fucking cock.
Shut up, bitch. He doesn't have the strength yet. He doesn't have what it takes. He's still in his origin story.
Omelet eating fucking asshole. Fuck you.
Why don't you go grill all your shit? Shut up.
I'll grill my fucking nuts in your mouth.
That's good. That's the one I want.
Because your hot breath will cook them because it's so fucking hot.
Well, bitch, you didn't even brush your teeth.
I did an hour ago. I told you that.
With a dick.
That was private. Yeah, mine's Jason Goes to Hell, Jason. I'm right.
Jason Goes to Hell is buns. No, he does. Well, you could say Jason Goes to Hell does suck. I could say that.
Dude, if you put Part 3D Jason in front of Jason Goes to Hell Jason, he would rip him the fuck apart. Big ass Richard Brooker would fuck that guy up.
But Jason Goes to Hell is literally full on supernatural Jason. There's no chance.
I mean, he got taken out by a bunch of fucking FBI agents. It's not that supernatural.
They had goddamn Tommy guns and shit, and fucking like AK-47s, and like a bunch of them pointed at him.
So Michael survived.
That motherfucker got a rocket launcher. Like, you can't survive that. Wait, he did survive it though.
I'm not putting too much aspect on who's supernatural and who's not. I just think in a fight that he wins. He sends him to hell.
I don't see it.
Sends him to hell. Jordan's actually got the most correct statement of life. So you just know that wrestling ring smells like shit.
Yeah, dude, straight up crack.
Not much worse than what usual wrestling rings probably smell like too. What do you think has more germs in it? A stripper stage or a fucking wrestling mat after a WWE Raw?
I was gonna say that one chick, that Bonnie Hill's vagina. Is that her name? The one that took all those men? That's probably like infested. That shit looked like a fucking petri dish in a scientist lab.
Yeah, dude. Imagine if the Magic School Bus shrank and went inside of that thing. It'd be the scariest movie of all time.
He'd be dodging gonorrhea, chlamydia. They'd all be monsters, booger monsters coming out of that hoo-ha. Gross.
There's just so much.
I heard, dude, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard she got banned off OnlyFans.
Well, I fucking hope so. What she's doing is like,
well, no, if you got banned off OnlyFans, holy shit.
It's disgusting, dude. It's gross. And you could see it on her face. Like, she does not look well.
No. What's all that dick?
Too many dicks does not. Yeah. Moderation is for cowards in some instances, but in some instances it's necessary. And when we're talking about dick, I think it's a little necessary.
So I heard she used to be a guy. Well, with all the cum in her now, she probably is. She's got all that testosterone.
Yeah, dude. A lot of testosterone in there. Okay, so what do we got here? Only bands. That's cute. That's good. I gotta go up to Michael Parton's come comment to see where we start. Come like Pac-Man. Come on the kick drum. Come. All right, starting here. Jason Sudeikis. I think he would have been out pretty early. Goes to hell. We got part 8, Jason. Goes to hell, Jason. Goes to hell. Remake already, Orlando? Damn.
I mean, he is. That's the thing, though. Straight, like, as far as like, he is human in that one too.
He's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, but it's like if you took him and Jason 3, though, they're both technically still. I mean, I think remake Jason whoops that ass.
I think that's a good fight, though,
because the end, like, remake Jason's also like, he like lives off the land and shit. He knows how to use like all the traps and stuff like that. He's the smartest one. I think Jason, the remake Jason's the smartest one.
Got a lot of Manhattan and a lot of Goes to Hell. Man, yeah, I think Goes to Hell takes it. Manhattan was definitely in the second, so I think we could pop both those fuckers out right now, because I think those two are definitely the next two to go. Is Manhattan, Jason, and
I agree.
So goodbye. Bye, fatty. He's gonna leave the ring kind of slowly here. Take the steps. Take the slow man's route out. You got old Bubblehead is out next, followed quickly by Manhattan Jason.
So a lot of people are. I mean, I'm not saying a lot of you are, but it's hard not to think about the movies and how badly they sucked.
Yeah, no, that does hurt a little bit. But yeah,
because Manhattan blew, dude. Like, what's worse? I mean, you know what? That's a good question. What's worse, Manhattan? I mean, I know there are some fans of it. Manhattan or Jason Goes to Hell? I mean, I think you got to say there are, like, when Jason's on screen and Jason Goes to Hell, it's fucking awesome. Like, it's badass. But he's only in it like the totality of the movie. You probably see him for 20 minutes. Yeah, he's like that absentee father that only comes over for anniversaries or something, and then like you never see him again for a few years. But like. But Manhattan is a weak ass movie.
It is, but I mean, Jason wise though, I think it's clearly Manhattan for me is better because he punches the guy's head off. He has some great kills in that movie. He does the rocks in the stomach at the sauna.
Yeah, and it has the iconic scene where he's in Times Square.
Yeah, and he stops the rape and the drugging of that girl, which was a cool scene. But still, in this case, I mean, doesn't he seem in this moment a little more slender than the other Jasons? Like, I mean, it's maybe unfair, but like, it's getting pretty tight in here, so I don't mind it at all.
Well, and also, he got, was it? I don't. Never mind. I thought Kane Hodder was the one that played Jason in Manhattan, but did he get fucked out of Goes to Hell, or was that Jason? Oh, that was Freddy versus Jason. Kane Hodder got fucked out of that.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, we're supposed to be judging this based on fighting ability, so but if we weren't, I would consider knocking out Freddy versus Jason next. But you guys have voted, and Manhattan Jason is out. It's getting kind of tight. Wait till I say it. Wait until I give the call for it in the chat. But here's what we have left. Jason Lives, Tool Belt Jason. We got part 3D, Richard Brooker, who I love him, but I fear for him on this one based on what the chat's been saying. Final Chapter Jason. You got Remake Jason. You got Freddy versus Jason. You got Ghost Jason. Make him a little bigger up here. And then obviously Jason X Jason.
Mindy, I can fly.
It's like it's Robin's parents' death story. Is like we were trapeze artists, and then one day. Okay. And go ahead and vote now. Give your comments starting right now. What do you think, Jay?
I think part 3. I mean, out of what's left, for sure.
Whore.
You're a whore. Shut your goddamn mouth. Don't be salty. Don't be salty, bitch.
I don't like it.
Even though I will say,
Final Chapter wasn't fucking supernatural.
Yes, he was.
No, he died at the end by Billy Corgan.
That's true.
Your favorite actor of all time, Corey Feldman, killed him.
Well, he's a comeback kid. I mean, you couldn't stand up to him. You couldn't stand up to that.
I'm taking Final Chapter out next, personally. You're taking 3 out.
I think the reason, dude, I don't know what it is about. I like 3, and I think he looks cool, but there's something about, I don't like the shirt and shit. I don't like his outfit. I don't know what it is. I just don't like the look of him that much in that one.
I love that fucking green shirt, man. I wear it. I brush my teeth to it.
I think I've always thought New Blood looks like the pure quintessential Jason.
Dude, I feel really bad now because like hell after I yelled at her for farting, she's like all the way across the room and like sleeping in the corner.
Yeah, it's like
she's shamed for gas.
Like when your wife like yells at you, it's like, you only lasted for 2 minutes. Thanks. I guess I'll just take care of it myself. It's like, yeah, well, that's all I got. That's all I got.
I was gonna say that's how my wife treats me when I fart, but like you don't fart in front of your wife. You still don't do. Have you bridged that barrier?
I don't.
Never.
Never. It won't happen.
That's crazy.
I mean, maybe I've done it when I've been like unconscious or something. If I'm like asleep and I like let one rip, but I usually generally I will make sure that she's not around and then I'll blow ass.
Well, you gotta make up for a lot of lost time, dude. What you should do one night just to test it, you should wait till she's asleep and pull your pants down and put your butt cheeks right on her nose and just fart really bad right in her face and see what she does.
And then next week, dealing with my second divorce of my life,
with that pushed over the top, that would be the one thing.
Yeah, while she's like in court talking about, well, I can't be with him because he gave me pink eye in both eyes by farting in my face.
I wonder if you would. I wonder if that would give you instant.
I would. I don't know, but I just know that you would get like somebody like kicking the shit out of you. That would, dude, like people that do that, it's like it fucking pisses. I know guys do it. They're like, haha, and they'll like try to fart in your face. It fucking pisses me off. You nasty son of a bitch.
You can do that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't. That probably would be too. Jesus Christ. I think Katie would actually like start to poison my food if I did that to her.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would not be a good thing. Not a good thing at all.
You don't want that at all. All right, let's see what we got here. Who's getting knocked out? We got Freddy vs. Jason, Part 3 Jason. Remake Jason. Final chapter because he got killed by the Comeback King.
Yeah.
Part 3. Final chapter. Remake. Part 3. Remake. Part 3. Final chapter. Part 6.
It's a close one.
Final chapter 3. 6. 4. 3. 3. 3. 4. 3. 3, 3, 3. Stop saying 3, you fucking dicks!
It's 3. Get over it.
It's fucking 3. God damn it. Goodbye, my sweet prince.
Bye.
I'll see you in the afterlife. Look, dude, he's fucking Pamela.
Oh my god. Incest.
Oh, that's your mother. You sick bastard.
Where's Shakespeare Owsley?
I like their little collection at the bottom. They look like they just got knocked out of dodgeball.
Man, you know, like now looking at what's left, like just looks alone. I still think New Blood, he looks awesome. But that one with the utility belt, the Batman belt, he looked a little sick though. That looks pretty awesome.
He's got the tightest butt in the game.
Yeah, he does. Fucking dude, he looks so fucking good.
Man, fucking Part 6 Jason has the nicest Jason butt that has ever nice and Jason butt. But I think we're in agreement here that there was second best vote, a lot of Part 4s. A lot of 4s in there. So yeah. I think we got to throw 4 out too, knowing that he's going to be the next to go anyway.
All right.
Goodbye. It wasn't really fair because I didn't give him the best graphic, but I just thought it was funny him looking on the like. What if they just left him there on the ground with the fucking machete in his head?
Got defeated by that bald ass fucking Corey Feldman, son of a bitch.
But if he was Ant-Man and then he went to Giant Man, it'd be like, that'd be scary. That's 3D for you right there.
That's how everybody. That's too many fireballs. That's how everybody looks. Too many fireballs. Oh.
Rocketeer. All right.
Bye.
Get into now he's got his face slammed into the steps.
He's coming out from underneath the apron. I didn't see it. If this pay-per-view is crazy.
Okay, so I gotta move you up a little bit here, buddy. We're not showing your height advantage here. So we're down to 5 Jasons. Don't say it yet. We got Jason 6. We got New Blood Jason. We got Remake Jason. We got Freddy vs. Jason. And we got Jason X Jason. Start voting.
This is a tough one.
Who gets knocked out next? Go. Comment it down below. Jay, what do you think?
Man, because on the right side, they're all 4 of them are badass, like beyond that. I mean, Utility Belt Jason is great too because he's a little bit smarter, and he's got like tools and shit for the job. And he's got some great kills.
He's savvy too.
Yeah, but remake Jason's also extremely smart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not extremely smart, but somewhat smart. He's like being the smartest kid on the short bus, but he's still smart comparatively. I gotta go with I gotta get rid of Utility Belt Jason with his dickies. I just do. It's not because like just compare. He just looks so much like smaller. Like I don't know. I don't know. I know he's not, and not in real life, but I gotta get rid of him.
I'm least impressed on screen with Freddy vs. Jason.
But dude, he's pure badass in that too.
Yeah, I mean, he took down Freddy. You know what I mean, for the most part.
And that cornfield thing's like the whole cornfield scene is awesome.
Yeah, he's badass in that scene, but he was just kind of dumb in that.
Well, he's he's full on like Juggernaut Jason in Freddy vs. Jason.
Definitely not my favorite Jason performance, but if we're talking about a fight, I think he does pretty good. But I think dude, Jason 6 was tighter. Like he was a lot tighter. Like he did some CrossFit. He worked his buns. I feel like
your heart and fart.
Takes him down.
Whatever you feel.
Huh?
Go with your heart and fart. Whatever.
I think I got to knock out remake Jason because now you guys got me thinking so much about the fucking supernatural aspect of things, which wasn't.
You can do that too.
I think I got to knock out remake Jason here. I want to take out Freddy vs. Jason because he's the least impressive.
Yeah, that actually is true. Technically, you're probably right because remake Jason would just be like a guy living off like traps and shit, and the other one's like, "What is this? What you do with these little chains? I can break this."
Yeah, Jason Lives is just in too good a shape, man. Like I think he had less screen time because he was just like, dude, he was fucking quick with it. You know, he was quick with it. We can't take that against him. Let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Basically, that's a vote for remake. We're not talking asses here, Mike. I know. I'm just saying he's in great shape. So 2 for remake, Jason. I think that's a vote for Freddy vs. Jason. Freddy vs. Jason. Remake Jason. 6. Remake Jason. Remake Jason. He survived the movie and went to heaven in the
end. He totally redeemed himself in the eyes of the Lord.
Freddy vs. Jason. Remake Jason.
He did get his ass kicked by Freddy. It is true.
Yeah. Remake versus Jason. Remake.
But that was such a bullshit scene though at the end of that movie. How like Freddy Krueger came out of the dream and like did some Jackie Chan fucking Jet Li shit on his ass. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? How are you Neo in this world?
Remake Jason, Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy vs. Jason. There's another one for 6.
Well, lots of Freddy vs. Jason, so that might be it.
Remake Jason. It's remake Freddy vs. Jason. Really? 6, Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy vs. Jason, remake. 6, 7. Damn, Riker.
Somebody did bring it up there. Like again, I guess reiterating, we're not talking about movie quality though.
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
So
who would win in an actual fight? Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy vs. Jason, Freddy vs. Jason, remake, New Blood again, Freddy vs. Jason. Dude, it's so close. Remake, Freddy vs. Jason, remake, Freddy vs. Jason. I think. I don't know what order exactly, but I think Freddy vs. Jason and remake Jason are both out next. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
that's pretty clear.
That's fine.
So either way, whatever the order is, you know what? Hey, we got a double exit. They grappled and they both got pushed over by Jason Lives Jason. This is what happened. You guys go out together. Goodbye, remake Jason. You were so sweet.
I'll be right back. I got an OP. I'll be
okay. Back. Those 2 went out. Butt bros forever. Freddy vs. Jason. And they kind of look alike too, you know. Freddy vs. Jason, and remake Jason kind of have the same vibe. So now they're best friends forever. They're doing karate in the garage in fucking hell, and those 2 went out together. So we're not going to do it yet. We only got 3 Jasons left. I think we all know who's out next, but I think we all know who's out next, unfortunately. But I mean, we do, don't we? Do we even have to fucking count it? I don't think we even have to count it based on this situation. Go ahead and say it. Who do you guys think's out next? Out of these three, who do you guys think is out next? Because I think we all know. Unfortunately for him, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to paint your picture. But I don't think Jason Lives has any chance against these two. I think it's always going to come down to these two in the end of the day in a fight. Yeah, I'm with you, Robin. Sadly, I hate it because he's got a beautiful butt. He's got a beautiful butt. He's in great shape. But those two are just another level of Jason. You know what I mean? They're supernatural. Supernatural. Tomo throwing the dead towel. Man, that dude, that brings back old school memories. Because if you guys remember when we started these live streams, we had something called Friday Night Fights where we didn't even have a voting system yet. So we would just have people put number 1 or number 2 for whoever they picked, movies versus movies. And then Courtney would count them for us and then tell us who won. Those are good times. And we'd always, whenever it was obvious, we didn't even make them count because we'd just be like, throw the dead towel. And that's the situation here as well. Jay, I would have had to, I think it was pretty obvious who the next out was. And it's clearly Jason Lives Jason. Based on the chat and what we all know. He's got a beautiful butt.
Bye.
But he can't hang with these two. He's Jason Lives.
Even though he's a great advertisement for Cabela's.
And he's going to hell soon.
He's got so much stuff.
Good fight. Good fight. All right. We got 2 Titans.
Here we
Nobody
go.
vote yet. It's down to these two. This is a good question, I think.
Kane versus Undertaker. Brother versus brother. Who's going to win?
It comes down to these two.
Kane.
We're going to catch up on some super chats before we get to the final countdown. I'm going to grab a pee-pee real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I will not read super chat until you're back. JT says, put it to a vote. We will. Don't worry. Uber Jason don't stand a chance. I mean, I don't know, man. Like that. I mean, he's not only. I mean, Uber Jason also is got cybernetic enhancements as well. Do a poll for this, please. All right, I'll tell him. Poll. Pull out your poll and let us see how far it goes up. Jason versus Jacob. Good night. What's that? Oobs all day, man. I gotta be honest with you, man. Jason Uber, you gotta give him props for it. Like whether or not you like that movie, he is like beyond uber badass in that movie. Jankler says, as much as I want it to be part 7, Jason, strength wise, Uber wins. I think I'm gonna be on that side with you guys as well. I think Uber Jason is just too much. I mean, again, you've already got the supernatural aspect of Jason in Uber Jason, but then you're also enhanced with cybernetics, and he's fucking bulletproof. I mean, he was technically already bulletproof, but now he's more bulletproof. He got that Cyberdyne systems. Yes, sir. That was good. That was good. That was good. Yeah, Robin says Uber Jason, even though I hate him. I agree. I don't, it's weird too. I remember Jason X was one of the first DVDs I bought. I bought Rockstar, and for some reason I got Jason X a few weeks after that for when I got my first DVD player, and I'd never seen it before, and I watched it. I hated it. Well, I didn't hate it, but I was like, it's kind of goofy, but it was goofy fun. And then I don't know. After that, I kind of enjoy it. The kills in it are pretty good. John Cler says, a fun fact, I think Jason X is fun. I don't feel it wasn't obvious that the film was a comedy horror. Yeah, I agree. Thomas says, but Jay, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back. That's it. That's all he wanted. Just give him his machete. Iron Dude says, didn't Uber Jason get dragged at Earth at the end? Or yeah, dude, that was a badass scene, dude. Yeah, that captain. I can't remember the dude that big black dude that like took him on and like they like wrestled outside the spacecraft and then they like burn up in the Earth's atmosphere. That was pretty sick. And then the mask like floats down to Crystal Lake. Who can beat Pamela? Geriatrics.
What was that?
Yeah, dude. So I think chat. Everyone wants you to put it to a poll on this one.
Good call.
Yeah,
good call.
I think I'm just like we were discussing chat and it seems like a lot of people are talking about like Uber Jason winning, just even though like you hate him, but you have to give him props.
You guys plotting on me, boy?
You gotta give him props, just because the reason why it looks like that is because while New Blood, he looks amazing, he's badass as fuck, but he's got the supernatural abilities. But Uber Jason has all of that plus cybernetics.
Well, let's just go ahead and do it then. God damn it! How about we do that?
Put it to a poll. Let's see it.
Ah!
Take out your poll.
Hey, dude. You know what I discovered is really good.
What?
These things.
Oh, I thought you were going to say meth.
I was going to say eating dudes' butts.
Oh,
no, it was these little Pink Whitney. It's called a Pink Whitney. It's like from one of the dudes at Barstool. It's a pink lemonade vodka. You just put that in some seltzer. Fucking delicious. It's so good.
Same color as your vagina.
Looks like. Yeah, that's thankfully you don't want a black one. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
I don't mean the skin. I don't mean that. I mean like when
No, that's not those little. They look like little wine coolers.
Oh, I thought you meant you mean these things. Yeah, they do. Well, that's a shot. It's just a shot, but it's a liquor. But this is just a little shooter or whatever.
You imagine?
Everybody's like gay. I was like, just because it's pink doesn't mean a man can't drink it.
Yeah, it's like
I don't know if you know this, but since the beginning of time, men have been going after something very.
But if you went to the bar, you ordered that, you would hear somewhere like a deep baritone voice say "gay." No, but
blacked out off Pink Whitney. That's crazy. I would expect that from nobody other than Stacy. That's beautiful.
He's like, they were just little bottles. I was like, how's this gonna fuck me up? And then I drank 27 of them, and I was like, wow,
I've never had it. I've never had it straight down the hatch. I've always mixed it with the seltzer.
You imagine, dude, if we were like that? Some of the chat knows who I'm talking about, but there's a guy that. Could you make me a quiche? Yeah, honey, get in there. Get in there. I'll slap your bottom. But no, there's a guy that he does like these events, you know, like when a certain console releases or a video game or whatever, and he live streams, and he's like, and for every $100 that I get, I'll do a shot. Wouldn't that be cool? And I'm like, you're literally paying people to do fucking shots, you piece of shit. Like, yeah. And it's like, I don't know. No, I'm saying, I just think it's funny. We drink and stuff and have a good time. You know, we're not. I just like, this guy's literally setting goals to get drunk, and like he's like, give me $100 and I'll do a shot. Like, oh wow, what a fucking treat.
Yeah, I those always do. Those kind of things make me cringe so bad.
Well, he's like, we got a goal tonight. It's this amount of money, and he has it up there on the screen. He's like, and for every $100, I'm gonna do it. And I saw him do it, and it was like, that's not a shot. That was like a fucking triple. You got a problem, dude. Disease.
Oh, so he didn't know what a shot was. He probably
no, he knew. No, this guy is a drinker, like off stream, but he was acting like it was some kind of special treat that he doesn't normally drink, and that every $100 he would basically get drunk while he was. I can't tell you people know, but the specifics of what he was doing, it was so cringy.
Dude, God, I look old as fuck tonight. Just like look at my eyes. I just look old. I'm decrepit right in front of your face.
Well, you're transitioning. It's okay.
I'm never going to be a pretty woman like this.
It's okay. It comes in different ways.
All right. Let us do a final presentation of the Jason Royal Rumble this Friday the 13th. It's between these two. I'm putting it up in a vote in the chit chat right now. And afterwards, we will get to your all super chits. Who is champ? Okay. Oh, who is knocked out next? And is it going to be Jason X Jason? Remember, you're not voting on who won, but who gets knocked out, or part 7 Jason. And the poll is up. Who you got here, Jay?
I mean, I agree. I said it earlier. I don't like him as much at all, really, compared to New Blood, but it's going to be Uber Jason in a straight up 1-on-1 fight. It's just Uber Jason all day long.
I have the opposite opinion, sir.
Because again, it's the fact that he's already got the same powers as New Blood, but he's also got, again, the cybernetic enhancements. It just makes him even like more deadly.
But the thing is I feel like his will has been sucked out in that, like, because he's just like robotic running around. I feel like he gets dealt with relatively easily.
No, dude, those little nano things like repaired all sorts of shit. He feeling good. He feeling like he just took like vitamin C, like at max level.
I just feel like Roseblood Jason's a little more fucked up, dude. Like I feel like he's a little bit more twisted. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he was harder to deal with. I mean,
but he's been on the soggy. He's kind of sogginess. He's been down there for a while. He's kind of I don't know, man. I just think Uber Jason had all of his fucking shit repaired.
I'll say this: Uber Jason would definitely be the favorite. But I think if the fight actually happened, I really think that Part 7 Jason would shock the world. So that's what I'm going with. But I think you're right. I think that's going to be the favorite for a reason, for good reason. So. But I just like the natural supernaturalness of that Jason versus the manufactured.
Looks wise, he looks amazing. I mean,
it definitely looks better.
That to me, that is the quintessential look of Jason. The design they had in New Blood and the way that he was, the chain around the neck, the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. That is.
Do people call that's not that people don't call that one the zombie Jason, right? I don't remember. There's so many different like nicknames for Jasons of the
I get
films.
confused too. I thought that was Ghost Jason, but I forgot about the Never. Like, stop.
Stop trying to make a case. We're not going to give you the loan. You suck. Oh, okay.
Will said, "What kind of ass vote is this?" Oh, what do you? That's what you guys voted it, man. You guys voted it. Will I don't know what you're complaining about. That's the vote. That's what it came down to.
Stop whining.
Quit whining. Yeah, I guarantee you're probably gonna.
It's not me. I just think that most people are gonna say Uber Jason.
I thought so too, but currently, Part 7 Jason's winning 53 to 47%.
Wow.
I'm
Remember,
shocked.
guys, you got to vote on not quality of the film.
Jay's guy was losing. He was like, "Hey, everybody, don't forget to vote."
He's not my guy. My guy is New Blood. That's my favorite Jason. Period.
Yeah, no, I know. I don't know why, but I just feel like it'd be an underdog. Something about Jason X Jason just doesn't sit right with me.
Dude,
it doesn't feel like a natural Jason.
Somebody in chat, I forgot your name. Sorry, said that. I don't know if a lot of people realize that when Jason X came out, it wasn't meant to be a pure horror movie. It was meant to be a comedy horror. And what I heard was that Jason X, when it was released, was just kind of like a stopover.
Oh, by the way, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I fucked up. You're winning. You're winning because it's about who gets knocked out next. So more people are saying Part 7 Jason gets knocked out next.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
So Uber Jason's actually winning.
But Jason X was supposed to be like a stopover before Freddy versus Jason. So that's why they threw it together. Even though I will say for like a rush job, they did I thought the story was pretty, like the beginning of the movie when they were like, the government had basically figured out they couldn't kill Jason, but instead they locked him down and wanted to study him. That makes sense. Like that actually does sound like some shady shit the CIA or something would do. Like, well, we can't kill him, so let's just capture him and then study his blood, the regenerative tissue or whatever.
Yeah, and honestly, it was the next logistical step for him after Jason Goes to Hell, right?
Yeah,
because they stopped him.
Well, the logistical step was that we were going to have a Freddy versus Jason because the hand comes up and pulls his mask down. But again, I don't know why they had to do a stopover. I can't remember what the reasoning was behind that, but they did. It was literally, and then Kane Hodder had talked about that. You know, he was pretty much a done deal that he was going to be taking on Robert Englund, and then they fucked him. I don't know exactly what happened with that story. I mean, he's a good guy. I'm sure he'd tell you about it if you ever see him at a convention, but I think it was something to do. I don't know if it was like backdoor politicking or some shit. I don't know, but that doesn't, it never set well with me. I don't get it. Robert Englund is obviously Freddy Krueger. Like that's the only Freddy Krueger. Jackie or Haley, you a small stepchild. Nobody want you. But Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. And then you have the quintessential Jason Voorhees is Kane Hodder. So why wouldn't you have those two dudes face off with each other in Freddy versus Jason?
Yeah, dude. Did you know that when they brought up the idea of Freddy versus Jason, New Line originally had a plan to do two. They wanted to also make Leatherface versus Jason, and it just never happened. That would have been a fucking movie. Jason would have whooped his ass
immediately.
Jason would have fucked him up. Leatherface is the dummest of them all.
Yeah, and
like Michael and Jason are pretty stupid, but like Leatherface is just like.
That's what would happen when he lost. And then Jason would just decapitate him, and then that would be it. But I think Leatherface versus Jason was you have to have some kind of titan of supernatural ability to take on Jason, which obviously the natural fit would have been Michael Myers, which I'm glad they didn't do, because once again, Freddy versus Jason, for what it was like bad, awful acting, but still just a fun showdown. Once two characters go into the versus mode, you know that the series is suffering. You know it's bad.
Yeah, no, 100% for sure. I think I still think that there's a place in the world for a Michael versus Jason movie, dude. Like, you're right. You're 100% right when you say that, but I think that would fucking. It might be bad for both franchises, but it would blow box office doors.
It would do well. I mean, Freddy versus Jason did well, I'm sure, financially. I mean, they had a whole they did the whole Vegas weigh-in shit. I mean, they were hyping it up. I mean, it was a big deal. People liked it, but
at least we got one.
Yeah, but I just think that if Michael Myers took on, I mean, I think that like brute strength Michael versus Jason, it's not going to be in Michael's favor. But Michael's a lot smarter than Jason, by far smarter. So yeah, I think Michael would come out on top.
I like, again, we've said this a million times, which is why a movie would be so good. It just depends on the setting. If you put him in a cage, Jason's gonna fucking make Michael Myers his bitch. Yep. But like, if you put him in a place where there's utilities and places to hide and weapons scattered about, and there could be some sort of planning.
I think honestly, well, here's the thing: in an urban environment, I think Michael wins it every time.
I think Michael sneaks up on his ass.
Yeah, but Michael's never really been outside of like the urbanish. Like he was in the prep school in H2O, but he's always been in like an urban environment. He's never been out in the fucking woods. Like Jason lives off that shit. He eats like ants crack holes. Like that's what he does to live. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. I think in the woods Jason wins, and in a suburban neighborhood Michael wins. Yeah, and that's just the way it goes.
Well, they
could do a sequel. They could do 2 movies, and then they could do a rubber match.
Well, here's a question. Yeah, here's a question though. Remake Jason versus Rob Zombie's Michael.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I think remake Jason wins that one.
I think Rob Zombie's Michael does.
The reason why is because the Rob Zombie's Michael is like all sheltered and shit. Like not sheltered, but he's been in an asylum most of his life, and his mom's a stripper, and he's like probably queer. But Jason has been like literally living off the land. And like since his mom got decapitated, and he like that's all he knows.
Yeah,
it's survival.
It would also depend on where the fight is. Again, if it's in the woods, I think Jason wins. But if you put those two in a steel cage, I do think Rob Zombie's Michael Myers wins.
Shoot,
Michael Myers.
I don't see it.
Think about.
I don't see that. No,
steel cage.
I think. No, I don't know, man. Derek Mears is big as fuck. I'm not saying that. Tyler Maine's not.
Tyler Maine.
No, I know, but Derek Mears, I don't know, man.
We should just settle this by having Derek Mears and Tyler Maine fight in like one of those celebrity boxing matches.
That'd be great. No, I was gonna say we could settle it having them both on and talk to them about it, but they would never sully themselves with being on this channel.
Imagine if we got them on and they did that, and then they got in an argument and they started fighting, and then it turned into a whole thing.
TMZ reported on it.
Yeah, we got to sponsor an actual like Barstool does it, like people do it. Like we got to sponsor an actual boxing match between Tyler Maine and Derek Mears.
I think Derek Mears seems like such a cool guy, but I think even we would test his face. Like it's a fucking movie, guys. It's not real. I'm like I know that, but just in this particular instance, who do you think? And they was like, well, I'm not going to say my character. Maybe we could like ag him on and get him to like actually like, well, your character is not that. I mean, you're going to let that guy talk about that?
I want to do something, by the way, if you will acquiesce me. I'm putting pressure on you to do this now, but I want to I
won't transition with you. I just won't do it.
Damn it! I needed a buddy. It's the buddy system.
I won't do it.
Let's see who won first. Officially, and it was it's very close. Voting closes in 15 seconds, everybody.
Get your votes in.
Seconds.
Get your votes.
Count it in your mind because it's close.
And don't vote twice. Okay.
I don't even think you can. I think it's pretty, but it's a fucking tight one. It's a tight one, Jim. And 133 votes. Hey, come on, guys. There's like almost 300 people here. Who's not fucking voting?
There's actually 312 people here. Actually,
5.
We got some lurkers.
3, 2, 1, and our king of the Royal Rumble.
Bye, Kane. I love you.
See you. Is Uber Jason. I don't like it. I don't agree with it, but you guys voted on it. Uber Jason takes down all other Jasons in the Royal Rumble and is the champion.
It is what it is.
YouTube user, by the way, 300 people and 35 likes. What the fuck, guys? Can we get a like in this video?
300 people say it sucks. Only 35 liked it. Yeah, we really appreciate if you guys would hit the like, though. I know you did, Eric. Everyone knows you got it twice. You told everybody.
We have our champion, Jason Voorhees, and I just thought if Jay doesn't mind, we could have Pamela come out. Pamela come out and congratulate her son on a job well done. And I'm gonna hang on, I gotta no, I just want the picture, you stupid fucking bitch. If Pamela could just give a congratulatory speech to her son, Uber Jason.
Oh, Jason, my little boy from the creek. What have they done to you? You've now been enhanced by AI. I don't trust it. But you still won. You conquered space, and you conquered other fake sons named Jason. Thank you. Now please bring mommy a Frogurt. I don't even know what a Frogurt is. I meant to say yogurt.
Not that Activia shit.
I meant to bring me a parfait. Hey, we bought the shit to make a parfait. I want to make it. It sounds good.
You never had a parfait before, man?
No, I had it in the airport years ago, and it was really fucking good, but it was like $28.
fucking airport.
No, because airports are expensive. I didn't know it was that fucking much. And I was like, hey, I was like, that shit looked pretty good. Can I get some? They're like, yeah, $28.70. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I already got going to like a honeymoon thing. We went to Maine, and it was a stopover in Dallas, and it was fucking. I can't believe it, dude. But what the fuck is going on with airlines? Why is everybody freaking out on air? Like, I literally watch. That's what I do. I watch body cam footage all the time, and it's like every other fucking video, somebody freaking out on airlines.
Dude, I think you just put the world is so volatile these days that you put everybody in a metal tube, and that obviously this shit's gonna pop off.
No, but it's so expensive. It's so expensive. It's like, mind your dude. You dress nice, you dress like you're going to church. You sit there. This shit's expensive. Like, you sit there, and you're like, hey, this is nice. This is a nice little, chair, and I got to drink a little bit at the bar, and now I'm gonna sit here. I'm a little bit more broke because I spent $58,000 at the fucking bar because they overcharge everything. I'm not gonna freak out and make everyone deplane because I don't want to get off the goddamn aircraft. I hate motherfuckers like that, dude. I just watched the video where the bitch wouldn't get off because I don't think she was in the wrong seat. She wouldn't move or whatever. So everyone had to deplane, and then she was getting arrested. It's like, what I do? Shut up.
Have you noticed? Have you noticed? There's a theme here, dude. Your recent reluctance to leave the house, okay? With all these fucking videos you're watching on the internet. All right?
No, what are you talking? No,
that's why it's happening to you. You gotta stop watching.
It's happening no matter. Here's the problem. I think that if American Airlines or Spirit Airlines, like, it's usually Spirit Airlines, but if they would just ban people for life from ever flying again, people would stop doing that shit. It's entitled bullshit.
I think people do that. Always done it, dude. Now people just have cell phones that they record it and it goes viral. I
saw someone propose, like, why don't they just stop selling alcohol at airports? I'm like,
well, no, you shut your fucking mouth.
I was like, yeah, I was like, we're not gonna do somebody will pop up a speakeasy. I swear to God, it didn't work before, it won't work again. But I hate people like that, dude.
No, dude, I hate flying. I fucking hate it. I loathe it. I've only flown 3 or 4 times, and every time I gotta have me a couple vodkas before I even step on that fucking airplane. Just because it's not the people, it's just I'm scared of the fuck. I don't like it. I don't know. You can't take that away from airports. I'll never fly again. I'll have to start doing.
I mean, it's not like they couldn't. I mean, it's not like you couldn't get kind of hammered before you went to fly. But
they used to serve drinks on the plane, Michael. But every plane I've ever been on, they don't serve. They don't serve.
I think they serve. First class gets it. I think they 100% still get alcohol, but it's like clearly the video I saw recently, the woman was heavily intoxicated, like well beyond like shit faced, and she might have taken something that would have enhanced it. Maybe she took dram. I don't know what the fuck, but she was being like, I was like, God damn, bitch, just get up and leave. Like, they don't want you here. But now she's like, got to get the whole plane deplaned. Like, and what I was thinking too is like, imagine this. Imagine if you're going to like a funeral, or if you're going to like maybe your kid's in the hospital or whatever, and now you're gonna have a delayed flight for 2 fucking hours because this cunt is a bitch. I might be gay and lying. I know. But no, I feel like Jerry Sum is like, what is going on with airports? But no, I just think it's crazy. And I think the way that you fix that is you take these people and you make an example of them. You are banned from flying. And if you started doing that forever banned, then they would stop doing it.
I think in some cases they do. But like I said, dude, I've never in my entire life ever witnessed a public freak out.
Well, no,
like,
I mean,
I've seen them all online, but I never, it's not in real life. Like it does, most of that shit's like in LA and New York. I mean, it happens, sure, but I think it's super fucking rare. Like,
well, some people are like, well, you know what the common factor is alcohol. It's like, okay, I'm not saying that you're not wrong. Obviously, they could be overserved at the bar, and if they're overserved at the bar, then those people should be held responsible for doing that 100%. But that person could also hold their alcohol really fucking well and be hammer-fisted before they even get to the airport bar, and then they get a drink or two, and then they're like, you know, goddamn Gary Busey on the fucking airplane.
Well, also pills too. Like people take those benzos and shit, and then that just makes them loopy.
I don't know. I just felt like going on an old man rant about why is people not respecting the airport and the airport staff and the pilot.
The only time I ever saw anything
have
like
no
that,
shame. It's like I have shame. I could not fucking act like that.
The only time I ever saw anything like that happen was during COVID. I saw a dude freak out in a liquor barn because that's pretty much the only place that was populated at the time. I saw a dude freak out because somebody asked him to put on a mask. And I was like, dude, just put on a mask and shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ.
Like if I got to do like whether you know you believed in the mask mandate or whatever, but if you got to get from point A to point B, just fucking do it and then take it off when you get there. Who gives a shit? It's not that big of a deal. It's like whatever you're but you was like, I got to stay on principle, buddy. And it's not just the people that hated masks. It's also the people that were for masks that acted the same way. It's like, I can't go in this store and shop because everyone's not wearing a mask. I could die of a disease, a germ, could get in my nostril and fuck my brain up. Like,
no, dude, like, yeah. And I'm saying the same thing. Like, you know, maybe some of that stuff was whatever, maybe, but we didn't know. So like, you're gonna. Everybody wants to fight this, and I've noticed this too. There's a lot of protests and stuff going on, and things like that. Like everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants their rebellion. They're like they need their. And I'm like, dude, I know things are fucked up, all right, but maybe find a little bit of purpose in your life where you don't have to go and scream at fucking people in the streets. You know, like I'm glad that you had I'm glad it's important, but what if we just let everybody live the fuck alone?
I saw a recent video. This guy is probably not happy that the internet exists. He was blocking traffic. I don't know where. I guess it was LA. I don't know. And he was preventing this lady from going to work. I don't know if she was in I can't remember the city, but she's like, I don't have nothing to do with this. No, actually, she was trying to take her kids to school, and they were blocking traffic so that they couldn't. And she was like yelling at this dude. He's like, "Oh, you have a job," and like being like a snooty bitch. I was like, "Yeah, dude, you're not supposed to be blocking fucking traffic, you moron." Go to the side of the road and protest your fucking heart's desire.
I saw a Reddit post for a local thing today. And this is an event where I know there's multiple children's events going on. These people are planning a protest or whatever. And they're like planning, like bring leaf blowers because there's going to be tear gas. And all this other like, we've got to fight. And I'm like, dude, like, I'll just blow it back. And some people in the chat, some people in the Reddit thing were like, I'm bringing my kids because that's how much it means to me. I'm like, you're going to go clash with police in Kentucky, and you're bringing your kids to a place where you know that you're going to cause a situation where there could be tear gas. Like, what if you just calm the fuck down? This is not. I get you need a thing. I understand why you're upset. Fuck, this is crazy.
By the way, I know that some people don't want to like. We're not gonna talk. I literally was just talking about airplanes. By the way, all I was talking about was like airplanes and like how such people are entitled bitches when they get on airplanes.
Love centrists, Drew. I love fucking centrists. You know why? Because they think for them fucking selves. They think for themselves.
But
they're not just doing what they're told based on a party line.
I think I made the right choice by not going out as often because the world's crazy out there. Fucking dumbasses. But it was weird. Like I barely ever see freakouts when I did go out. I never saw them that often. I mean, every once in a while you see some fucking nutball off the street that come in and like would get like. Well, we were at me and Mike were at Buffalo Wild Wings years ago, and this dude was hammered as fuck and like really bad, and then he fell off the stool. And like they had to call the ambulance and shit, but I was like,
but he wasn't bothering nobody.
No, he wasn't bothering. He was just like, he was just like, oh no. He was like singing to himself, and then boom, like I was like, why did you serve him anything? Like he gave her gave him like a tall boy, and he took like 3 sips, and that motherfucker was like out, like Tyson just knocked him out. And I was like, well, that was gonna happen. That was the only time I remember being like, oh shit, that's real life stuff right there. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I just wish we could just like love it. We're all here on this earth together, man. We're here on this rock together, and shit's hard on everybody. There's ways to get your opinion out there and your vision, but man, bringing kids to a place where you think people are going to be hurting each other is just fucking irresponsible.
Well, I've also seen a lot of body cam footage too, and I can't even believe that someone bred with you, like someone breeded with you. You disgusting fucking whore. They'll grab their kid, and also guys will do it too. They'll grab their kid before they're going to get arrested, and they'll be holding them like, "But what about my son?" I'm like, "Why'd you grab your kid and use him as a shield, you piece of shit?"
Yeah, and again, just like I'm saying, I'm not even disagreeing with anybody on what they feel, but hurting others who you have no idea what their stance is and whatever is just insane to me. Like, and there's it's just insane to me.
For sure.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's change the subject, please. God,
talking about Friday the 13th.
Who did this?
Who would Jason vote for? I want to know on this day of Friday the 13th. He would vote for nobody. He would vote for his mom to run Congress. So anyway, so Uber Jason is the king of the ring, which I think a lot of people before they started this video probably thought was going to happen. I don't think there was any kind of stretch that it wasn't going to be him, but I am satisfied with who the last two contestants were. New Blood Jason versus Uber Jason. I do feel like that was appropriate.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't. Uber Jason's like one of my least favorite Jasons, but power wise, again, in a fist fight, in a situation like that, I can't disagree with the nomination there of.
You know what we could do, dude? This would be like a part 2, part 4, part 8 video, like because there's no way. Well, I guess we could maybe do it in 6 hours, but if we did like if we ranked every Michael versus I think we might have done this, but the best Michael out of all the other Michaels.
Just one more tiny thing. I see some people in the chat and like the same people who are saying like, hey, let people do what they want to do, are also saying, hey, stop talking about this because I don't like your opinion. You can't have it both fucking ways.
Mike, you liberal fucking goon. Shut up. Making people stupid with your words.
I don't like what you're saying, so stop talking about it. But also, don't tell me what I can't talk about. Like, we're all a little bit.
Well, we're not. We'll get off of it because we're here for a celebration of Friday the 13th. But I will say what I was going to say was that I don't know if we've done all Michaels versus Michaels and then one Michael emerged victorious, because that would be fun to do. Like there's like several Michaels to choose from, and then we have whoever wins that. Well, no, so whoever wins that Michael, we could keep it in the back of our minds, and then that could take on Uber J. To be fair, I don't think anything can beat Uber Jason. I just don't, because he's literally cybernetically enhanced. So and you got to also imagine, is he smarter too, because it repaired his stupid brain that had been decaying for a long time.
Yeah, like I think that I think we could do a Michael one for sure. There's a whole Michael Myers Royal Rumble to be had, definitely in October.
Leatherface too.
Leatherface is that would be funny. That'd be funny as shit to think about. But then also, when you get deeper into it, you could have Michael versus Jason. All the Michaels. I need a big ring. I'm gonna have to find a big fucking ring.
Well, you could technically do it for all of them, because you could do it for Chucky. You could do it. Oh God, that would be the worst one. But you could do it for Pinhead. You could do it for Leatherface. Yeah, so I mean, there's a few of them that you could do it for, like the best version of those particular characters, or the most badass version. I guess that's what would be the most badass version of those characters.
Yeah, I think that was pretty fun. I had a good time. Doing that. Let's get to what you guys are saying, but first, let me grab a drink real quick.
Okay.
Because I forgot to grab one when I went to pee. Okay. Or maybe I did grab one and then I drank it already.
Mind the gap. Maybe the Predators. Oh yeah, that would be fun too. That's a good idea. Mind the gap. Get the paper Tony 2 times. That's a good one. Yeah, Predators would be fun. I think that honestly, you got to give it to and you know what, the OG Predator, I think clears a lot. I mean, he didn't give a shit. He was there for a purpose. He's like, I'm gonna take down Arnold Schwarzenegger's titties. He challenged me. He's a big fucking guy. That's what I'm focused on. You know what? Predator 2 though was really good. Well underrated. You already done?
I just had to grab a drink real quick.
Oh, what'd you grab?
I'm gonna do this. How much? Necronsit.
That's it.
Our buddy Eric from Pretty Much It, whenever he comes into town, we always pick up some of these because we're both fans of them. I'm gonna try this though. Somebody said, someone in the chat said, "Hey, those Pink Whitneys, you don't mix them. You just got to take them down."
Yeah. There's a April. Well, she doesn't drink anymore. Like, dude, oh my God, she can't handle alcohol ever.
Not after that one night.
No, dude, she's straight up like a Native American that had never been introduced to alcohol and then was suddenly like inebriated badly. But she did get used to get these like they sell them in like liquor store, like cheap ass 99 bananas. I don't know what they are.
That's like the size of these things.
Yeah, they're like that size. They're good, but I don't know. I don't know if it's vodka. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's flavored something, but
I have seen those because that's what it's so. It's actually like that's very smart. If you're like me, sometimes I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. I'm a man. I make mistakes. Sometimes I get me a nice fifth of Maker's Mark, and I have it, and I end up pouring it a little heavy towards the end of the night, and then I wake up and go, "Why?"
I know. I've tasted your mixed drinks. I'm like, "Hey man, can you make me one?" And then Mike comes in there like fucking swirling it around like the worst cocktail bartender ever. He's like, "Yeah, sure, buddy. I'll give you a shot," and it's like triple.
Yeah. I get a little heavy-handed, then half the bottle's gone the next day, and I'm like, whoa. So that's why I feel that way. So that's what I started doing. I started buying like 4 or 5 of the little ones, and then I am out. So it's like stick to beer now. Okay, you know exactly what you have. But so when I got these
that one night April drink, Jay got to walk the Versailles. No, dude, never. It just won't happen. Like that can't. That is like it doesn't matter how stone-faced drunk. No, you mentioned penetration of the butthole. It's a hell fucking no. It doesn't. Like that sobers you right up. What?
To be fair, I don't feel like Jay ever wanted to either.
I know. I don't want to put it in this.
I can tell from experience. I've tried to get him to do it.
I was like, I'm not into that anal. Sorry.
It's not my thing either. I've been there, but like I'm like,
it's just not my thing. I don't know. I mean, it's cool if you like it, but for me, it's just like I'm good.
I feel like it's good for everyone to try. Just so you know.
Yeah, I guess maybe once. Like, let me stick it in the dirty old moon pie and see what happens. But
dude, I've just heard too many volatile situations from my friends. Who's like, dude, you have no idea what just happened to me.
Just shit on my leg.
Yeah, that's literally happened to a couple of my friends. Like they got pooped on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want that.
Talk about it Friday the 13th.
I'm gonna try. Dude, I do not like vodka. Don't like it. Don't like the taste of it. These are only fine because I can mix it with seltzers, but someone said don't mix it. Try it. I'm going to try it. Airport shot. Speaking of airports, here we go.
Hit it hard.
Jesus God.
Good.
No, dude. No. Oh, that was a mistake.
Yep. Guys, guess what? We have entered the dark tone of the show. Nothing will be remembered here now. Nothing.
Dude, that's fucking awful. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The seltzer was so good. It was so nice and calm. And that was.
I'm glad you get to experience the pain that I usually have drinking any type of liqueur.
Oh, God, I fucking made a mistake there.
Nasty.
Tequila shots are fine with you because you tequila shots are fine because you have the lime and whatever. Vodka shots, disgusting.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Pink Whitney. The guy who said that I should do that. But there's a Fruit Loops hint at the end. There's a Fruit Loops. It's not good.
Joe Valentine says, it's me and the wife's 3rd wedding anniversary, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Congratulations.
Hey, most people don't make it to 4, so you're on your way.
There you go, man. Congratulations.
Is that true?
I don't know.
What year do you think most people get divorced? This is a terrible thing to ask when you just said something beautiful about you and your wife.
My whore ex, I didn't find out until about 5 years.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So
that was dark.
5 years was the cutoff point. But
to be honest, if you got out in 3, you probably would have been better off.
Yeah. But hey, man, congratulations, Joe.
Congratulations. I'm sorry I ruined that moment for you.
Gaza said, who is the biggest pervert, Baghead Jason or Michael Myers? My money is on Baghead Jason. Yeah, he was staring a lot. He'd be staring a lot through windows and shit.
No way, dude. Michael Myers is the perviest of them all. If you read the books, he has a husband's bulge. He starts like pulsating in his pants before his first kill. Michael.
Yeah, and then he also he stalked his sister up, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna look at her while she's brushing her hair, butt naked, and I'm gonna kill her because I don't like how it makes me feel." But then again, Jason never seen a woman, so because Jason lives secluded and shit, and then when all these campers came out, and the counselors were fucking all the time, he was like, "That makes me fucking mad because I don't know how to resolve these sexual desires I have."
Do you think though that because Jason kills more people when they're having sex than Michael does?
Oh wait, dude, what have we never done this? Who's killed more people? Who's got the biggest the kill tracker? Who's got the more kills, Jason or Michael? I think it's gonna be Jason. I think.
Thank you, ChatGPT. Who has the most kills? By the way, if you everybody's like, don't use AI. By the way, when you Google now, it's AI.
It's all AI. Yeah,
Google
really
uses AI. Too.
It says AI overview. It's like what I think that you're
Google.
talking about is this. It's like, oh, you just took that shit from Reddit. Because AI will like scour the internet for like the best answer, and it's usually Reddit answers.
While both Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers are iconic slasher villains, Jason has a significantly higher kill count across all the movies in his franchise. Yep. While Michael Myers is a formidable killer, Jason's kill count is estimated to be in the thousands, while with some accounts including a mass kill in Jason X. Michael Myers' kill count is in the hundreds, but not on the same scale as Jason's.
That makes sense because I think that they even mentioned that in Jason X, where like he was the most notorious serial killer of all time, having killed. I think they mentioned something about a stat. The only other one that would be, I guess, the only one that would compete with him somewhat is Freddy Krueger, because in Freddy 6, he literally killed the entire fucking town. Like
that's what it was. Oh yeah, no, Springwood, right?
Like, he killed the entire. In Freddy 6, in Freddy's Dead, which sucked. The movie is terrible. But they talk about in the beginning that the entire town of Springwood was gone.
So let me ask this here: between Freddy, Michael Myers, Leatherface, and Jason, who has the most kills? Here we go. Jason Voorhees, total kills 170 plus, says this. Notably high due to films like Jason X, which had 28 kills, and Jason Goes to Hell. Michael Myers, 140 plus across all timelines, including the original Thorne, Rob Zombies, and Blumhouse trilogies. Halloween Kills alone had over 30 kills, making it the bloodiest. Freddy Krueger. Now they're wrong about this. ChatGPT can be wrong from time. They say total kills is 40 to 50. That's not true because he killed all the teenagers.
Well, was Springwood? Was it a small town? Maybe it didn't have a lot of people.
I mean, 40 to 50. It definitely had fucking more than 40 teenagers.
I don't know. Because he wouldn't have just relegated himself to only killing teens. Freddy Krueger would have killed pre-adolescents too.
Yeah, like that. I think ChatGPT is a little bit wrong on that one.
Oh, fuck you, Skynet.
Skynet doesn't know. That's why the humans are the best.
Chase Banks says, can Loomis and Chalice tell my son Hunter to comb his hair? He looks like Josh Hartnett at H2O.
Listen, son. There's one thing about ladies. I don't know how old your son is, okay, Chase, but whether he's scoping out chicks on the playground, which you shouldn't do after the age of 18, really shouldn't do. I don't do it, and I'm a depraved son of a bitch. I'm weird. And I don't do that. Don't do that. It's bad. But women like a well-groomed man, and I'm talking up top. And adults in the room know what I'm going with next. All across the board, you need to comb your hair, son. Come here.
Chase Banks' son, Hunter. Comb your goddamn hair. Because no one likes a skank. You look like a skank with your hair all wish-washy out of place. What are you trying to say here? That you work in a barn? You roll around in the hay? It looks like terrible shit. Comb your hair. Go get a job. That's what you got to do, Chase. Shut up.
Hey, don't tell me to shut up.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
I'm going to tell you to shut up.
Let's not.
Brush your teeth.
Dude, I was hoping did you watch the Dave Portnoy thing when he was arguing with the guy that works for him?
Oh, dude. Was it the one where about the jokes?
Yeah.
Dude, he went fucking off. I was like,
dude, if you guys don't know, the guy was like, don't tell me to shut up. Don't tell me to shut up. And he was like, shut the fuck up, you bald fuck. You work for me.
Yeah. Listen, you know what? I kind of get where Dave Portnoy was coming from, but I hate that shit too. It's like, yeah, but you want these guys to be like, kind of like not controversial, but like challenging. And then as soon as you throw in the boss card, you work for me. You lose all respect for me. It's like, all right, so now you don't want any dissenting opinions because now you're going to throw the boss card. Like, that's kind of stupid.
I'm a little torn because I get where he's coming from, too.
I 100% understand it. But it's like, hey, these guys, you hired them to do that job. That's what they're doing. Yeah. They're doing their job.
No, 100%. But that fucking guy, and I don't like that guy at all. The guy who was talking to him. Because, like, dude, it's Dave. But the thing was, it was prefaced wrong. It was almost like he was kind of set up in a weird way because, like, he does own the company. He does pay that guy $500,000 a year.
That's
to work
true.
For him.
Yeah, I know.
And the guy was on his podcast, and all Dave Portnoy was saying was, "I don't want that motherfucker on my show. Leave it at that."
Wait a minute.
And he kept pushing and pushing.
You're talking about the joke about like was it the Jewish joke?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, so, like, I know everybody's like, "Well, but you made all these jokes, and you said people should be allowed to make jokes." But like, I understand that. But if you're in Dave Portnoy's position, you'd be like, what he should have said was, "Dude, you fucking like stop. I don't want the guy on my show. It's my fucking show. I own this company. Stop trying to start shit." But I get it. I'm actually on Dave Portnoy's side in that. I really am.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm in the middle. I understand where he would be.
That shot is already in my fucking hole, dude. Like, it is in my brain.
Well, yeah, I understand where Dave Portnoy was coming from. Like, I totally get it. But it's like at the end of the day, too, it's like, man, you hire these guys to be a certain type of personality, and then you're getting mad when they do their job, and then you get upset, and then you throw the boss card. And if you throw the boss card, I think you already lost the plot. It's kind of like
you always look like shit when you say that.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing with like it's comedy, dude. Like it's meant to be subjective, but it's also meant to, like, what comedy is supposed to do is it's supposed to take something terrible and make light of it so that everyone, kind of like, a breath of fresh air. Like, hey, it's all good. It's all, but I don't know. So you got a little too emotional. I get it, but
sorry, folks. That was I'm not going to say inside baseball, but that was a very niche conversation.
But I will say I love Dave. I love Dave Portnoy. I think he's awesome. I do. I think he's a cool guy, but I think he got a little too sensitive on that particular instance.
I think some people just try to use him to try to go viral, even if they work for him, which is kind of fucked up. But either way,
but you only go viral off of somebody if you know that you can get them like angry like that, like lolcow them. If you can lolcow somebody and troll them and get them mad. So if he was like in control, and he'd be like, "Yeah, well, I think that joke is kind of stupid because I think that you look like you never."
I just think they put him in a bad situation.
Yeah,
like where he couldn't win.
Yeah, for sure. B Slayer, Jay, make Slenderman and Corey do a duet. Don't go breaking my heart. What do you want? Like what song?
I was, dude. When I read that, because I'm a little delayed from this fucking thing is just hurting my fucking brain right now. But like, I read that and I was like, let me get into this, and then I realized that they're both you. So that's all I do. Fuck you. I'm gonna watch and eat my popcorn.
Well, I got to think of a song that they can do a duet together. Hold on. Okay, you know what? B Slayer, give me a second. Let Mike go to the next super chat, and then I'll get back to you in just a second. So it's Sean Higginbotham.
Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. By the way, everybody in the chat said
Happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the fucking 13th. We only get so many of them. Sean Higginbotham said, "Corey failed, man."
What are you talking about? You're probably part of the wolf pack. I don't want to hear you.
Jonathan Horn, appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. Drunk piano player. It's the goddamn Val Kilmer that got me, dude.
Okay, I got it. All right. By the way,
drunk piano player.
You're getting there.
Well, hang on. Let me read this guy's super chat, you fucking cunt.
I thought you were calling yourself the drunk piano player. I was looking at
something else. What he said. I rarely catch you guys live. No interesting comment, or I just want to pinch it. I got one for the both of you.
A daisy if you do. A daisy if you do. We appreciate you, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Smell that? Smells like someone died. Appreciate it, man.
Well, bye.
So hold on. Okay, so this one. All right. Okay, so it'll be like this. Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. The world of death me found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you this love in the heart that I'm feeling for you. Let them say they were crazy. I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby. Don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Maybe we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can do this. That was it.
In my head, dude, I had the drums like.
I love that song, dude.
That was great. That was fucking great.
We have Joshi Russell saying UK has to wait August 1st for Bring Her Home in cinemas. Damn. So annoying, but look forward to it. What's the movie picks for second half of the year, boys? Well, you know, it's interesting. It's weird that you would have to wait because isn't Raka Raka in like New Zealand or Australia? I would have figured you guys would have got it way earlier.
Dude, that I have no idea why movie studios do that. Like, why would you do that? It makes zero sense to like have your United States release, Australia release, whatever. It's got to be some stupid red tape. But yeah, that fucking sucks. But hey, that's what VPNs and that's what pirating is for. I know people don't like for you to say that like you should pirate stuff, but if your country's fucking you on seeing a movie and everybody else is going to spoil it for you, I say pirate it to death, you fucks.
So
that's what I say.
I think second half of the year. You know, I was a strong believer. Well, not kind of for Fantastic Four, but that's going to be a shoe. I don't think I want to see it now. Superman, maybe. The 28 years later, probably is going to be the big one.
Oh yeah, that's going to be fucking awesome, dude. 28 years later, also very much looking for. I'm looking forward to Jurassic Park quite a bit.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going to be a horror aspect.
Can't wait till Black Widow takes on T-Rex.
I'm also looking forward to Weapons quite a bit. Very much so.
Weapons. Oh, yeah. Weapons looks really good. That actually, for me, it would be 28 years later and Weapons for sure. That's a good one.
Dude, Doyle got me a fucking hype just now. 6 days, dude. 6 fucking days.
That's
hey,
crazy.
We're going to see that together, right?
No, we're not.
Going to watch it.
No.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Why?
I'm kidding. Oh, by the way, did you guys see the popcorn buckets that they released for Fantastic Four? It looks pretty dope. I like just to go get the popcorn.
Galactus one?
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks dope as shit.
We have Austin Cade. Jason X wins. Glad I had a good idea. Thanks, Mick.
Austin is the reason that the show exists tonight. Thank you, Austin.
Appreciate you, Austin.
Brother. Great idea.
Sean Higginbotham. Imagine a Halloween-led movie with Josh Hartnett. Better yet, Josh Hartnett as the new Loomis. Oh boy, I cracked the code. I agree with you, man. I agree. I think that I feel like they missed out on a great opportunity with Josh Hartnett's character after H2O and bringing him back in some aspect. And to be fair, they might have asked him, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I got to brush my hair." But I do feel like you could have moved forward with the series after H2O, and you could have done something with Laurie Strode where she had like died off camera, older. I don't know. She just got drunk too much and died or whatever. And then Josh Hartnett take the forefront and then goes into like psychiatry and starts researching Michael. And then that would be Halloween.
Oh, so no, I like what you're saying. Because I was thinking that they were just going to like do some stunt casting and cast Josh Hartnett as that. But what you're saying is this is, oh, dude, I love that.
So my idea would have been that Josh Hartnett, after the harrowing experience that he went through in H2O, he decided that he wanted to go into psychiatry and really explore and understand what made Michael and become obsessed, very much like Donald Pleasance did, Dr. Loomis, and then go from there and then talk, and then Laurie had already passed on or whatever. And this will be the new generation. It wouldn't be Loomis, but it would be Dr. Strode, but it would be the same kind of obsessed doctor hunting down Michael.
That's fucking awesome, Jay. That's fucking awesome. I love that.
But they would never do it because they were, I don't know. Actually, I don't know why Resurrection happened. Oh, I know why, because they're stupid. But it's because the MTV culture was like really pressing. They had to have that found footage shit. Or not found footage, but there were those popular TV shows on MTV where they were like had the camera attached to the helmet. And they were like doing those ghost shows or whatever.
Like
that's what that fad. They were jumping on that fad like Pogs, and they were like, yeah, it'll be good. Yeah.
Effing guy says they don't get cool ass popcorn buckets in the UK. What the fuck is that about?
Oh, damn.
Why? Fucking why, dude? It's already raining all the time. People don't brush their teeth over there. And now you guys don't get fucking popcorn buckets? This is bullshit.
Fuck you, King Charles.
I'm joking about the teeth thing.
Cineroth, when I first found Wham, I legit thought you were also a paper company. I thought, damn, COVID hit them hard. Was that when you watched it? Was that parody that we did?
It must have been the Wham Paper Company skit that we did.
Man, that was such a great fun time, and it really sucks because we put a lot of work and time and effort into doing that, and barely got anything. Like nobody
watched that.
Nobody cared.
Nobody fucking.
But it was really fun. I mean, I'm not trying to toot our own buttholes, but I feel like it was kind of like a cool, scary movie parody.
Dude, Jay fucking. I got to tell you guys a story. Hang on. Let me fix my camera here. So inside baseball story about us filming the Wham Office Paper Company. That Halloween, we put so much effort into like
Mike rearranged his whole fucking living room to set up a space.
Like, I probably spent like $200 at like thrift stores buying an office setup, rearranged. I wrote scripts. Like we went as hard as we've ever gone.
We recruited his neighbor and didn't pay him.
That's what I was gonna say. The fucked up story about that is we have the neighbor over and he's playing Jason, and then Jay got pissed because like Jay and I have a cadence, like when we hit each other and shit, like we have a way of doing it. But we had a scene where my neighbor was Jason. He was supposed to hit Jay and he hit him. I think he hit Jay too hard, and then Jay got pissed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember that. And, yeah, because even through the blindingly amount of alcohol that we had consumed, I could feel that shit. Like I'm like I get it, man. I know that you're not like coached with like how to hit somebody, but you don't like actually try to do it. Like he fucking did it. Like he actually did it. And I'm like, if you want to fuck me, just tell me. Like you don't have to like bullyard. Like it was like a schoolyard bully, and I'm like, yeah, it hurt. It fucking hurt because I think he speared me or something, and it fucking hurt.
Whatever it was, we were all drunk, and then Jay was pissed, and he was trying to be cordial about it, so he didn't say anything about it, but he was fucking pissed. And I could tell he was fucking pissed.
I think the Corey Feldman thing was like, maybe you shouldn't start tuning the guitar before the singer's out, huh?
But that right after that happened, we filmed a scene where I bought a fucking smoke blower, and the office was supposed to be on fire. And you can watch this if you watch the skits. The office is supposed to be on fire, and then everybody escapes. And Loomis is supposed to take the keyboard and hit Michael with it. And while I was running out, Jay picks up the keyboard. And your fucking aggression side took over, and you hit me so fucking hard with that keyboard, dude. You got me right in the fucking kidney. Like if you watch, you could see it in the video. You got me in the kidney so fucking hard.
Well, your neighbor wasn't in the scene, so
no, dude, you fucking smacked that goddamn keyboard right into my kidney, and I you probably see the video. I was like. Ugh.
No, wait.
I was like, you motherfucker.
No. I think because I had to break the keyboard, so I didn't want to like pussy slap it and it wouldn't break. So I had to give it
break anyways. You just hit me really hard.
I couldn't because it wouldn't. It did break.
I don't think it broke.
No, the keys went flying.
Oh, well,
I mean, if I'd hit you hard enough to where the fucking keyboard snapped in half, then I'd be going to jail for assault.
I'm telling you right now, that shit fucking hurt. That shit hurt. It stung. It fucking stung.
Well,
but
I wasn't. That was like you know what? And to be fair, like I wasn't. When I got mad, it was like it didn't last long. I didn't I wasn't mad at him necessarily. I was just like mad at the situation. I should say.
We were also drunk.
Well, I was drunk too, but I wasn't like I'm not like fucking Robert De Niro in This Boy's Life drunk. Like,
I don't mean it like that.
I wasn't like nonstop the entire night, even though I wasn't like definitely a pussy for a little while because I was like, oh, if you're gonna hit me and shit, like I don't understand.
I have to find this one shot though. You have to
all right, you find it. I gotta go pee. And by the way, Jonathan Horn says, which Jason has the softest bones? No, Roy. Softest, like meaning like weakish, like weaker than Roy. What would be the kid Jason, the one that pops up out of the fucking water? That would be the one that has the softest bones.
That's got to be the one. Apart from Roy, yeah, I would agree with you on that.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right, let me see if I can. Jay's gone. Let me see if we can find this. You got to see this fucking keyboard shot Jay took to my fucking organs, dude. This was fucking crazy. Let's see. Maybe this is it.
Everybody stay calm.
Here we go.
It's happening right now. Come on, let's go.
The room's supposed to be on fire. There's a smoke machine. Oh, fucking thing, yes. I don't know why Michael Myers has no shoes or socks on. That's on his fucking kidney.
What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? You stupid asshole.
There's the keyboard. Right. Here comes.
You know what? Hey, look. A, B, C.
That fucking
A.
In the head.
J.
And then again, that's 3 shots. You guys see what I'm saying? Tell me you can't see that shit. That's a fucking keyboard on the goddamn organ. All right? I'm gonna slow it down. This shit fucking hurt. I'm gonna get hurt. Oh, here comes Jay.
Give us some airtime. Give us some airtime.
I found it. I found it. Watch this, dude. There's three shots.
Look how dirty your foot is.
I know. That's not, I don't. Why is Michael Myers not wearing any shoes? By the way,
It's so dirty.
Watch this shit. You come back in the room.
What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? You stupid asshole. That's right, Michael. You know what? Hey, look. A, B, C.
That's one. That's one. Here comes the second one.
It wasn't a breakaway.
Here's the.
Hey.
Round the head.
No. Wait a minute. Time out. I do remember. I think you told me to hit you in the head with it. I told you not. I didn't want to do that.
I'm good for it. I'm good for it. I wasn't mad, but I was like, God damn it, man.
It's not like I just decided, like, hey, you know what'd be really awesome if I fucking clocked you in the goddamn back of the head with a keyboard.
But I felt normally you're extra light. And I'm like, dude, hit me harder. Like, hit me harder. Like, but that though you had the anger in your soul on that one.
What the hell are you doing?
I wasn't even mad.
What are you doing? You stupid asshole. That's right, Michael. You know what? Hey, look. A, B, C.
So that was here. That was here, right? And then you get the top of the fucking head.
Hey.
That's not a fucking sound effect, dude. That was my skull.
Yeah. Even your neighbor was like, is he pissed? For real?
What are you doing? You stupid asshole. That's
there's one more. The last one's the one that fucking hurt, though.
A, B, C. Hey. Jay.
I don't know why that one hurt the fucking worst.
Because that's why. Look at it. I was looking at him. I was like, "You want some? I really want to give this to you."
Look at your face right there. You look like you want some of this shit.
I was like, I really want to give this shit to you. Data entry, bitch. I got him. I got him too.
You did get him. I didn't realize that you got him too.
Die. What are you doing? Stupid asshole. That's right, Michael.
D-Land said even the Jason character flinched when Mike got.
Yeah.
Watch Jason see what he
You know what? Hey, look. A, B, C. Hey. G.
I missed D.
Stupid assholes. Get outside. You ass. I didn't do shit.
It's so fucking retarded. Hey man, those were fun. That was the last. I think that was the last big production thing that we did.
Yeah, because we put so much effort into it. Nobody watched it. Like, all right, fuck this shit.
Yeah, I mean, we're not like we're not like professional filmmakers or anything like that, but we really tried, and it was like, obviously, it just didn't go over well. So he's like, that'd be the last. But yeah, maybe I was a little bit too aggressive. Don't ever splash the pot in my fucking club. Don't ever splash the pot.
Dude, this is my fucking living room, dude. There's fucking smoke everywhere. Fucking tables knocked over. Fucking just absolute goddamn. This is like 3 o'clock in the morning too.
It looks like a renovated crack house.
we went all out for that one. Dude.
How the fuck we didn't get the cops called on us is insane. Because even a concerned neighbor at some point would be like, "There's a lot of screaming going on over there. I think someone was hit. Someone was screaming about their Asian tea. I don't know what that's all about."
It was a good time though. As much effort though, it was still good. It was still good time.
I loved it.
I got pee-pee.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for you to come back for the super chat. Please do more skits. I mean, we're not like opposed to doing more. I mean, we'll definitely do more in the future. It's just not as big of a investment. I guess you could say as it was back then. But we'll do more probably for Halloween for sure. We'll always do those. Hi Jay. I mean hi D. He said hi Jay. Hello D. Sorry I'm late, ladies. No problem, Darth. Those were awesome. Hey, appreciate you, Michael. And I wasn't even like let me be clear. Let me be frank. Can I still be Garth? Yes. I wasn't necessarily pissed off at his neighbor. I wasn't like super mad about it, but it did fucking hurt. Like I felt like he shoved my goddamn rib up into my heart. And I was like, hey, you don't have to be that aggressive. I know you're supposed to be Jason Voorhees, but this is a show. It's just a sketch. It's meant to be fun. You don't gotta kick my ass. Kyle says, Jay, I'm wasted. It's all right. Don't worry about Kyle. Just ride the wave, brother. Ride the wave. D, what's the most underrated Friday the 13th film? Ooh, good one. You know, I don't know, man. I think they're all pretty rated evenly. To be fair, I think all the Friday the 13th films have been rated pretty well by fans. There's not. I was gonna say New Blood, but I don't think New Blood is underrated because I think a lot of people do enjoy that flick. To be honest, the remake, yeah, but dude, here's the thing, Andromeda. I think the remake isn't underrated. Is it? I don't know if would you consider the remake underrated? Do you think that people don't talk about? Maybe you know what? You are right, Andromeda. That you're right. You're absolutely right. You are 100% right. And when you're right, you're right. You're always right. Maybe remake is underrated because most people don't give it the same type of like majestic value as they do for other films. I think you're right. 2009
I think almost, dude. I think by and large, most horror in the mid 2000s was underrated. Because
well, here's the thing.
Everybody hated everything, but it was actually
say New Blood because some people don't like that film because there's a lot. It was the first film that went against the grain. There was a lot of supernatural stuff. The girl with the psychic powers. I get it, and so a lot of people kind of look at it like, yeah, it was kind of goofy. Like that kind of got really out there. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if it's underrated necessarily. But I will say maybe Andromeda might be right. Remake, I never hear it talked about in the same reverence as other films in the series. I never hear people talk about the remake in the same way as like if you talk about Rob Zombie's Halloween, people always bring up the remake. They always got to make sure that gets some kind of like, you know, a good glazing. But I feel like nobody talks about remake at all.
Yeah, I think it's like a reverse recency bias. Like I think it just being so recent, everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna suck because it's the most recent one." You know what I mean? But it was actually a fucking banger, and we just didn't give it its due. That happened with a lot of 2000s movies. In the mid 2000s, horror was like like everybody went to see the movies, but it felt like everybody shit on everything in the 2000s. Like, it's all just more gutter trash horror, but it was mean and it had balls. These days, a lot of horror is pretty fucking pussified.
I feel like the opposite because I feel like people in the early 2000s when they went and seen horror movies, they knew it was just fun. Like there wasn't as much of a demand to make it cerebral and fuck me up for life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like when you go see you go see 13 Ghosts, House on Haunted Hill, the Haunting or whatever that movie did suck though. House of Wax. It was a fun popcorn type. What's that one? I like it about the Tooth Fairy. Darkness Falls. Those films, they were just fun though. Even like then there would be a gem every once in a while, like The Ring, or Hostel. You can say what you want about Hostel, but as far as shocking when you saw it for the first time, called damn that Achilles scene always. But yeah, I feel like there's a lot more of like a cool, like a nature about people when they went to the movie to go see a horror movie. They weren't like as overly critical as they are now. Like they want, like now they want PTSD from a horror movie. It's like,
like that. So I think both are true. Like I think on one hand, people disregarded a lot of 2000s horror because like it's just schlocky horror trash. But now when you look at horror based on what we do now it always has to be, like you said, it always has to be, I've got to have some drama. It's got to have some deep grief message. Woman in the Yard, to me, is a parody. Like, I've had people tell me that movie's great. That's a fucking parody movie, dude. When you take movies that are actually about PTSD and like grief and shit like that, like Hereditary, to me, Woman in the Yard is so bad. It's like the scary movie version of Hereditary. It just doesn't know how to be funny. It's just so fucking bad.
Well, the thing about like even like stuff like, and I know it was like obviously it's not meant to be like a super serious horror movie, but like 13 Ghosts, and I'm always going to come back to this in regards to like, because to me 13 Ghosts is the embodiment of early 2000s horror. Like it just is. Everything about it, it feels like early, because it's got like the kind of like mid acting, but it's got over the top special effects that sometimes work, sometimes don't work. But it's got a cool little story and it's fun to watch. Like I remember buying it on DVD and watching the main bad guy, Criticus or whatever, going through how he caught each ghost and giving a backstory for each. I thought, man, this is like fucking fun. I loved it. But
see, I think 13 Ghosts, dude, I think it's a shit movie. Like I do.
Well, you're a shit man. You're a shit man.
I think it's a shit fucking movie, dude, with 10 out of 10 parts in it, which is so weird to say. The direction of that was shit. The fucking cameras all over the place everywhere. They had no idea how to tell a structure or make a good movie, but the idea was so fucking cool. And the special effects and the ghosts that they made were so fucking cool.
They were all like cool characters. They were all the ghosts had a personality and a distinct thing about them, and I like.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
And I thought that there was rumors after that film that they were going to do like the Ghost the Jackal. They were going to do a prequel or something and show the Jack. I always thought it'd be cool if they had done like something with HBO and they like or done a short or something with each ghost and how they got caught, and use Lillard and the other guy and how they actually caught these ghosts.
Yeah, well, dude, there was a news story a while back that said that they were trying to pitch it, but Clinton's got a good idea, dude. Or not, I didn't mean, someone said the original. Sorry, I missed the fucking. Someone said the original was actually good. You know what we should do? We should at some point do a first time watch commentary of the original 13 Ghosts.
Oh yeah,
that
it is a remake. Yeah, I've never seen it. That'd be.
I wonder if that's good.
Michael Parton says, "What did you guys think of the new Superman trailer? I haven't watched it."
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't see it. Was that the one where was it the new where they were like advertising tickets are on sale or something? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I would show it here, but this is not one of the streams where we do a bunch of trailers. Man, there's really cool shots. There's one shot where Superman goes up and he's got like 20 bad guys around him, and he just spins in a circle with his lasers, with his eye lasers, and fucks them all up.
That sounds awesome. Yeah,
it's dope as shit. And then there's another shot where he goes up and he knocks a dude's teeth out.
I did see that. I saw a thumbnail for it, and people were like raging about how badly that looked with the teeth flying at the camera.
Dude, it's fucking awful. Yeah. It is literally the Flash. He knocks the guy's teeth out. There's no blood. The teeth are clean as hell. And then the teeth hit the camera, dude. Like you can hear
to the dentist.
That like 3 teeth hit the camera and it goes tink tink. And I'm like, did we just break the fourth wall in a fucking Superman movie? This is garbage.
Somebody said that it reminded them of a scene in Rock and Rolla or something like that, where they were doing that like over the top slow mo special effects. Where there was a particular scene that happened in one of those films, something like that, where it was like they punched him and the teeth fly at the camera. Yeah, that does sound kind of like stupid, to be honest.
Shut the fuck up, Eric. You disagree with me, so you're trash. I know you're kidding. But like,
you sound like a drunk stepdad. You disagree with us for trash. Your mom only married me because to get rid of you.
Guy takes one shot, he can't have an opinion on a movie all of a sudden. No, like honest to God, though, like I've said this a million times, but like I want the movie to be good. I think David Gordon Sweat's going to be a great fucking Superman.
Yeah, those
things are true. It's also true that the special effects are embarrassingly horrible. Superman knocking a dude's teeth out and the teeth hitting the camera is so fucking dumb. I can't even say it.
Well, yeah.
And yeah, dude, fucking it's just there's a ton of fucking embarrassingly bad shots for a movie that cost that much money to make. I mean, why can't both be true? Why do we have to knob slob all over it just because it's James Gunn Superman? Like you see it.
What annoys me, is like I just don't understand. Like David Cornsweet, I think will be fine. I think he will do a good job being Superman with his red underwear on the outside of his costume. I think he'll be fine. I just don't get Hollywood though, or Warner Brothers specifically. They're like Ray Charles at a shooting range. Look, I don't understand how they continue. Like they purposefully are blind. Why do you keep casting people that shouldn't be Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
Like sometimes the movie will hinge on whether or not the bad guy is good. And I don't understand it. Jesse Eisenberg. And I love Snyder.
Sucked too.
Yeah. Dude, I love Snyder. Eisenberg was a terrible, terrible choice. Awful choice. The guy, what's it? Holt? Nicholas Holt. Awful choice. I'm sorry. And I know he's a good actor, and he is a good actor, but he's one of those guys that he's a great supporting actor. Like he's good in films with an ensemble where he's not the main focal point. But and it's like what Bryan Cranston was born to play Lex Luthor, a serious fucking mean type of like intelligent guy that will wreak havoc on Superman because he knows how to hurt him. He's already played that guy in Breaking Bad. Essentially, that's what fucking Walter White could be Lex Luthor. I don't know. It was already in front of you. Bryan Cranston would be amazing as Lex Luthor, especially if you're going to go with more of the more serious side of Lex. And that's what they were trying to do with Eisenberg, which I think is terrible. It's like, yeah, I watched The Social Network and I'm plugged in right now. And that was, as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's Lex Luthor. No, that's not. That's stupid.
Like, dude, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I hope the movie's good. I think overall the movie looks like it's going to be good. I just happen to think the special effects looks like shit. Why is that crazy? Why can't you look at a movie and say it's going to be good? But I think that this shot looks like shit, and all of a sudden you're a hater. Like, we should be critical of movies.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I think you can look at any movie and find things that aren't great, you know, for sure. And like but I agree with you. I feel like the teeth hitting the camera is stupid. I feel like that's like over the top cheesy, and I don't know why you would do it. I don't.
Here you go.
But
by the way,
huh?
Here you go. I'm gonna show it to you. It's just a short clip, so I can show it to you.
Oh,
well, there's no sound.
Well, I don't need to hear the teeth hitting it. It looks.
Look at that, dude.
Yeah.
That is fucking garbage. PlayStation 2 graphics. That guy's fucking hair doesn't even stop. It's at a corner point. That's awful.
Yeah.
I hope the movie's great. That looks like shit, though.
I like how David Cornsweat's not even looking at him. He's looking off camera at the guy. Telling him like David Cornsweat is like he's like looking at the assistant director, saying, "Hey, by the way, we do this scene. The craft table's open." He's like, "Oh."
And by the way, people are like, "Oh, don't judge it so harshly. Don't judge it." So did you feel the same way when Superman killed that guy? Did you feel the same way when Superman had the fight and all those people died? And you said, "Oh,
yeah,
Superman,
but you know,
all those people died." Did you feel that way about Man of Steel? I mean, it's a fair question.
It's fair, and I agree with you, but you also you can't play the what about, because if you play that, then everyone's going to be like, well, what about this and what about that? Like, you can always pick parts that movies that people hate it and be like, well, what about, you know, like just judging this movie alone, specifically alone by itself as an independent standalone, Zack Snyder Superman doesn't exist, just by itself. That did look like shit. That looks bad. That the teeth hitting the camera by itself, not even the idea of the special effects looking bad, the concept is stupid. I don't think it works for this type of movie particularly, is what I'm saying.
That looks fine. Grow the fuck up, dude. How does this look fine to you? That is embarrassingly stupid looking.
That is
awful. What? I feel like I'm in Crazy Town. You should be able to look at a movie and be like, hey, that looks like shit.
Why is that?
I'm not saying the movie should die and be banned and James Gunn sucks as a director. I'm just saying the special effects look like shit.
Well, so also we're not Snyder cult fans, and I that's what it seems to be like is the name of the game in town today. Is like, if you hate this movie, you're a part of the cult, the Snyder cult. I didn't even know anything about that. I really didn't. Like, Mike has kind of informed me over the last couple of weeks about this crazy tangent of Snyder fans that hate on anything James Gunn related for no reason whatsoever.
Which is stupid too.
There's no opinion except that they just hate it because it's not Snyder. But there's also people that are like literally up Gunn's ass and dick licking it and loving it for no reason too. Like, I'm just like, as a movie goer, which is what Mike is trying to say, is that as a movie goer and enjoyer of superhero films, especially like Superman, it looked out of place. How about that? Like, whether or not the special effects look bad, personally, seeing Superman punch a dude and then slow-moing it and then having the teeth hit the camera just feels like an out of place scene for a Superman movie.
And that's all I'm saying. Like, let me put it to you this way: if I had my druthers, James Gunn Superman would come out and be the greatest Superman film that we've ever gotten on screen. Mm-hmm. I hope it blows Man of Steel, which is one of my favorite Superman movies of all time, out of the water. I hope it blows Richard Donner's movies out of the water. I hope it blows every film of all time out of the fucking water. I hope it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. I hope it's Jaws. I hope it's fucking awesome. That's what I want.
I want to grab it and suck the dick out of it. Yeah.
There's no reason for me not to want it to be good. But when I watch it and I see something and I go, that looks like shit, all of a sudden I'm fucking crazy just by giving my opinion.
I get what
you don't have to suck James Gunn's dick just to watch a fucking movie, guys.
No, yeah,
Call it like you see it.
I get what you're saying, but there's also people that are terminally online and they only see in black and white, so they don't understand nuance and what you're talking about specifically. I understand what you're saying. And personally, I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel is one of my favorite Superman renditions that's ever been on film. But I will always say that Richard Donner's first cut of Superman was great. I mean, Christopher Reeve is Superman. I mean, you'll never match that. Like, you'll never match what he did with that film. And Christopher Reeve will never be topped as the greatest Superman of all time. He is. He literally is Superman. But after that, I do think that Zack Snyder got unfairly hated for a long time. And continuously hated in Hollywood for whatever fucking reason, mainly because Zack Snyder will tell the studio to go fuck yourself when they tried to get them, because studios have a problem with getting themselves involved with storytelling, and they're not storytellers. They're just like, what's going to make the biggest bang for our dollar? Add this in, add that in, do this. That's why Batman and Robin was a train wreck, because they got involved.
By the way, just to even it out, look at how badass this is. This looks fucking great.
That looks great. Yeah, that looks sick. Cool. Yeah, and that was another thing. I think his suit looks cool. I like the red underwear on the outside. But I also was a fan of the Snyder Superman suit too. But either way, yeah, I like, it's the thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like people, they get so weird when it's like you get on one side or the other and then you just attack for no fucking reason, and you don't want to like look at it logically and like just base it on that one particular scene or moment or something. I don't know. Anyway,
and that's all I'm trying to say, man, is like the movie can still be good and have a couple bad special effects shot in it.
I will say this:
have to act like everything they're doing is from God.
No,
like,
but
I mean,
yeah, but that's unusual because it's a DC. It's usually that it's reserved for Marvel. Anything Marvel puts out is apparently God, but not Warner Brothers and DC. But I will say this: I think that Superman will do hella better than Fantastic Four. All the other shit that's coming out about Fantastic Four, it's going to destroy Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four is going to, I don't know if it's going to be a dog shit movie or a movie that loses money significantly for Marvel, but I do not think it's going to make nearly what Superman does. Not even close.
No, and I think that's just Superman's a better character than Fantastic Four.
Well, also, I think that Fantastic Four is really, really fucked with the characters to a point where it's like almost like it's not even recognizable any longer. Like some articles have come out and some of the statements from the producers and actors on set talking about Fantastic Four. I am not confident going in any longer. I'm not. I'm kind of nervous a little bit, to be honest.
Dude, that what gets me about the Fantastic Four stuff, what really got me is when I watched the NBA Finals thing, where they were sitting there watching the game, and Johnny Storm was sitting there, and he was like, buckets, and I was like, this is so cringe, like this is fucking awful, dude, like that is so embarrassingly bad. And that guy seems nothing like Johnny Storm. It doesn't help that he came out and was like, I don't really like that he's a womanizer. Like, dude, that's the character.
That guy went to the class of Wussy 101 and got a PhD in it. I don't know how, like, that dude, like, let the writers hire good writers that know the characters and let them make the fucking movie. Your input is not needed. So get the fuck out of here if you don't like the character. If you don't like the character and you don't like what they're about and you don't like what they represent, or you imagine some kind of representation that's terrible, then just don't take the job. It's that simple. If you don't want the fucking job, don't take it. Your job is not, you're a fucking actor. Your job is to go in and act out the scene that the writer puts out for you. God, I wish you were on a Quentin Tarantino fucking movie and you try to play that game, because he would tell you to go eat dirt.
Dude, this banana is soggy. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it feels squishy inside.
Put it in your butt. Put it in your butt. Make a banana smoothie. There you go.
Check out this, though. Look at this. Watch this. Oh, I forgot to see it. Look at this. Just forget that. Who's directing it? James Gunn, Zack Snyder, your mom. Tell me what you think about this.
His arms look longer than his body. Like, he got
That looks terrible.
Well, here's the thing. Now I will say this in defense, devil's advocate type of situation. While you're watching the film, specifically with all the shit that's going on from one scene to the next, you're probably not going to notice like little tiny things that are like a little off. I mean, if you slow down a lot of films, though,
forget the freeze frame. Just watch it in full.
I mean,
it still looks terrible, man.
I don't know.
I mean, it looks fucking bad.
Maybe I was enamored with the music.
Yeah, Joe's right. Like fisheye lens, whatever they used it on the Flash too. It looks fucking terrible.
I definitely think that some of the art direction is a problem, or the cinematography, like why you're making it look a certain way. I don't know why, but I don't know. I mean,
I didn't know this, but I saw.
To be fair, if I'd watched that when we go sit in theaters, I probably won't notice it.
JC, is Mike a filmmaker? I don't know. Is everybody who criticized Man of Steel a filmmaker? Is everybody who ever reviewed a movie a filmmaker? Is everybody who ever questioned what something looks like as a movie watcher?
You're allowed to have. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. I mean, if you don't think it looks good because of
this is the first opinion that you need to have a PhD in to give ever.
Yeah.
Why does anybody review a movie ever?
That goes back to some people. This argument is always stupid. People are like, well, they're trying to come at you from you need to have a point of authority, which means that well, if you don't have a PhD in this, you shouldn't talk on it. That's stupid. That's dumb as fuck.
None of us are doing that.
But he's not calling you dumb, JT. I'm just saying, like, specifically, I have seen people that will argue.
JT said it's just joking. I know, but you're not. I mean, people have said that.
But it's like
people. The goalpost keeps moving. It keeps moving. It keeps moving. Like we should be able to criticize everyone. People should be able to criticize Zack Snyder for some things. And just as well, we should be able to look at James Gunn and be like, hey, man, you should fix those fucking special effects in this goddamn movie that you've got more money than God to make. That's fair.
It's got to make – I think that, James Gunn, this movie has to – like, I actually was thinking about this the other day. This movie's got to do well. Like, it has to do well. It has to make profit, because if it doesn't make profit and it crashes and burns, which – again, I think it's going to be better than Fantastic Four without a doubt. But if it doesn't do good in the box office, what's going to happen is that Warner Brothers is going to put a complete stop, 1,000% on any future projects with DCEU, and they're going to focus on the only thing that makes them fucking money right now, as far as superheroes are concerned, and that's Batman. And that's it.
Well, and you know what? Resident Dr. Evil is absolutely right here. It's not about Zack Snyder, and it shouldn't be. It's just it's so easy to go to that argument, because like you and I, when Man of Steel, we were like we rode that dick hard, but because we actually just believed what we, you know what I mean? Like we thought it was great, and we thought it was. It's not that I thought Man of Steel was a perfect film. It's that it was being unfairly shit on. You know what I mean? And like that was the argument. But so it's hard not to compare them, because that's what everybody's doing. But you're right. It shouldn't be about between those two. But you can't help it. It's just hard.
I love Man of Steel, dude. I think Man of Steel is extremely it's not underrated. I think it's one of those films that were misunderstood for what Snyder. And I'm not a filmmaker, and I'm not Zack Snyder, and I'm not in his inner circle. I don't go out and jerk him off at B-dubs after drinking. But I will say I got what he was doing. And what he was doing is he had to take a character like Superman, who's always a clean-cut Boy Scout dude, and he has to try to separate it from what people think of when they think of Superman. They're thinking of always Christopher Reeve. And he had to do his own thing to make him adapt it to people of today. You know what I mean? And they tried to do it with Brandon Routh, where they just replicated Christopher Reeve with Superman Returns, and it was dog shit. Everyone hated it. Universally, people didn't like it because it was boring. It was uninspired. It was unoriginal. You also cast Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, who could have been great, but you cast him as, hey, just be Gene Hackman again. That's what he was.
Yeah. And look, like Wild Willie says, they should make it look like a real person flying 1,000 miles per hour. What's their problem? I see the Stark, and I see what you're trying to say. And let me retort. I hate to go back to this conversation again, but does this look that bad? Looks pretty good.
I thought it would go. Yeah.
Looks pretty good to me. It's not impossible to do.
I like how they also showed, like, the slight turn where he was like moving. But then again, also, to be fair, it was also when he was just discovering how to fly. So it was on the fly. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
I mean,
I definitely think it's one of
you can make that shot look good. So why do we not expect them to be able to make that shot look good? Why is that a crazy fucking thought?
That's true. I will say at the end of the day, it's all based on perception, but I do think that so far, from what I've seen, Man is still really not, like, I know people got mad about when that movie came out, color grading, and they thought it looked too dark, and it was not just the story, but just the way that they shot it looked too dark. But dude, Zack Snyder, if you can say one thing about him, he knows how to shoot like a special effects driven scene. Like he really knows how to do a very good job, and he hired the best people for it. But either way,
I like James Gunn and I like Zack Snyder. Like I do. Like that's so impossible for people to believe. Like I just want a good movie, but when you watch something, how are we gonna bring up a movie trailer and be like, you're not allowed to critique it? I mean, come on, guys.
Well, that's dumb.
Not what we're doing.
That's dumb, because anybody that says that to you about like, hey, you don't make movies, or you're not in Hollywood, well, fuck you, dude, because that's coming from a point of authority, and that's basically saying that if you don't have a PhD in this, you're not allowed to speak on it. Well, then that just shuts down the conversation right away, because that's dumb. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I definitely think it's gonna, like, I have hope for it. I hope it does well, but we'll see.
Yeah. We got lost in the sauce on that one, didn't we?
Well, yeah.
A little lost.
I was trying to pull us out of it, but CJG313 says Slitterman is the Wolfpack leader. Seen him at Subway. No, me is not the Wolfpack leader. Me is the leader of the foot-long sandwich. We don't have no problem with quarter female. No problem. No problem. Come on in here and have a sandwich.
Real time.
Says, is it true the actor who played Joey in Friday 13th 5 was a PDF file? Apparently he abused Corey Haim, and Corey Feldman knew about it and covered for him. I think I heard something along those lines that I think he allegedly, I don't know if it was proven in court, but I think that's true. I think there's something about that that's true.
There's just so many accusations that come out of Corey Feldman. It's hard to understand.
No, but I think that he's right. I think that he was mentioned in a few suits. I don't know, but
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything and get me in trouble, but Jacob, sup, dudes? Just dropped a new single today called Pink Flowers and Fluffy Bunnies. That's like what Mike took. It sounds like the shot that you took. I sent you an email. Hope you all as well, and happy Jason Day. Love y'all, sexy mofos. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you,
Jacob. Dude, keep doing it, man. I think it's awesome. I envy you still being in a band and making music. I think it's fucking cool shit. Good for you.
We also have Beat Bop Boop again. What about Jason before his cyborg upgrade? Oh, so you're talking about like in the beginning of the film before he gets his cybernetic enhancements. It's
like a super shredder situation.
Well, yeah, I still feel like Jason X is like he's already at that point he's seasoned as fuck. He broke out of a CIA holding facility surrounded by National Guard and Army men. Like he can do his thing without cybernetic enhancements. But Mike Johnson also says, "What's up, boys? You guys should be at SmackDown tonight at Rupp Arena. How would Loomis?
Oh, is that here tonight? Yeah, that's in Lexington. I didn't know.
How would Loomis and Charles enjoy SmackDown? Well, I see a bunch of men in underwear, sweaty, rolling around on the floor with each other, and I think, hey, it is Pride Month. Good for you. I personally don't like that shit. Also, it's scripted. What I do is not scripted. I try to keep a serial killer in prison and an asylum for the rest of his life. What I see there, John Cena, oh, I'm a bad guy now. You're pussy. Be true to who you are. It's a stupid goddamn sport.
I like to pay attention real close to the women's matches specifically, because if someone gets hurt, I like to think that one of those ladies gets hurt, you know, and they need a doctor in the house who's going to come pop this lady's back in, you know. Maybe I can't do it out there on the mattress, but I could do it backstage on the mattress. And I try to get backstage several times. A lot of large, sweaty men back there. They don't have the doctor's experience that I have. And some sweet day, I'd like to find Alexa Bliss and fix her back.
She is hot as fuck.
She hurts her back.
Is she the hottest chick that's ever been in wrestling?
I mean, you got Sable. That's pretty great. But pretty tough running. Pretty tough running. I once had a couple shooters with Sable at a
we just saw like two drunk assholes at the bar at SmackDown. I'm like, God, she's so hot, dude. I don't know.
It hurts. It's painful. It's so hot it hurts.
We have Eric Hess saying, "Hey Loomis, call me Tal Bachman because I'm so high. I mean, love y'all." I'm gonna call you an asshole for even telling me. I don't care how high you are. Go be high. Go fly higher than a kite. Don't tell me, but I don't care. I'm gonna call the police on you. What are you smoking? Disgusting. Get your life in order. Big Papa Musk. Loomis, go outside, grab a rake and some hair gel. Why don't you go outside and grab some goddamn weight loss? You piece of shit. Big Papa Musk. Shut your goddamn mouth. I'm not gonna grab no goddamn rake. I'll shove it up your asshole. You like that? Good.
Big Papa, shut the fuck up.
Wild Willie says, would be so cool to do a human slasher Sweet 16 tournament. Oh, interesting. Like the Collector versus Jigsaw, Ghostface versus the Fisherman, Hannibal versus John Doe, etc.
Oh.
I thought we've done something. I thought we had done something like that before.
We did a couple Halloweens ago. We did a Sweet 16 bracket of horror movies, but I don't think we ever done characters that way. That could be fun.
Yeah, good suggestion for show. Might look into it. Michael Parton says, if I'm gonna do anal, I gotta use an Emma. That way I can have a fresh, clean oven.
Oh,
Hey, you got to make sure you clean up the space before cooking happens.
This guy puts the work in. He's watching the tape.
You got to put everything aside and make sure that the space is clean.
First guy in, last guy out of the film room.
Yeah.
Prepared.
Thank you, Michael. Dean Creepbetweens. Happy Friday the 13th to my two favorite fat alcoholics. Appreciate you, Dean. Appreciate you.
Who are you calling an alcoholic?
I never even touched that shit. By the way, I've got to go pee so bad. 8:49 is the next one. Austin Cade.
I will find him. Damn, Dean, you didn't have to go so hard. Austin Cade says, also, thanks for getting my last name right. Everyone always compares me to the condom because of Magnum. Did I say? I think maybe I accidentally got it right. I hope everybody had a good stream. Love you, guys. The U is so close to the A on the keyboard. Look at your keyboards. It's it's a common mistake. Don't feel bad about it. No, once again, Austin was the proprietor of tonight's stream idea. A couple streams ago, I said, hey, send us your Friday the 13th stream ideas. He's the only one that sent an email, and it was a fucking golden goose idea. I love it. It could spawn multiple ideas. Thank you, Austin. You're the man, dude. Texas Nacho 73. Fucking great name. Love you guys. Can Slenderman Chalice give my two daughters ideas for Father's Day? I will do that with Jay when he comes back, my friend. Gary, I'm so done with Friday the 13th. First, he couldn't be in Dead by Daylight because they had their own game. And now I might not get him in Retro Realms because the new 8-bit game. The game shit's dude is so confusing. Like, again, with the news today, there's a chance that Gunn and Ilphonic are going to make their own. To be honest, though, would it be a nice consolation prize if they could really figure out the right situation, have it locked down, and then make a Friday the 13th the game part 2? I would love that for fans of that game because fans of that game seem so fucking loyal and cool about it. I would love that for them. But you're right. It's a fucking mess. And we're all the stepchildren waiting on the porch for our dad to come home and take us to the baseball game with Friday the 13th. We just are. Fuck those people, man. Not the game guys, but the guys who run it. Kyle! Yo, Jay! You ever seen the movie Resident Evil 9? You ever seen the new Resident Evil 9 game?
Yeah, I actually watched someone mentioned it last live stream about the trailer, and I hadn't watched it yet, but I did check it out. I guess it's a continuation from Code Veronica, because the main girl in it is the daughter of Ashcroft. It's pretty cool. Excited? Yes.
My 15-year-old's hard, dude.
I know you told me that. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's going crazy on it. I'm super pumped for her. What a great thing to experience for the first time. Mikey said, Mikey became a YouTube member.
Hey, Mikey, thank you, dude. Hey, by the way, I love it when anybody is introduced to the Resident Evil franchise, like the video games. I get all fucking hyper about it. I'm like, yeah, let me tell you about the story. I read the books. I got all the fucking expanded knowledge. I got all of that shit. I love it. But because April got into she watched me play the remakes, and it took a little cajoling to get her to watch me play it. But I was like, oh no, you can help me figure out the puzzles. That's not good. I knew, but I wanted her to watch me play it, and she got super into it. And then I was telling her all the fucking backstories, all the characters. I fucking love that shit, dude. It sucks though that that game universe is so rich and awesome. It got so many great stories and characters, and they can't bring that shit to life on screen. It's always some watered down Mila Jovovich shit.
Well, hopefully Craig Zegers can do that with the new one for sure. While you're gone, Texas Nacho said, can Slenderman and Chalice give my two daughters ideas for Father's Day?
Oh, did you do it already?
I have not done it yet.
Oh,
I was waiting on you.
Go ahead.
As a dad, I like to not be present as much as possible. So if your dad is, just give your dad the day off. like he has been the past 6 months, to just go to a bar, have a couple shooters, and maybe a baseball game. Take a young 27-year-old and watch the Cubs, have some Boilermakers, and live his best life. And maybe he can send you some pics to text on your phone. You see what a good time your dad's having. Just let that man run wild on the streets, like men were intended to do, especially doctors. Because if anybody chokes on a hot dog, he'll be there to save them, especially if it's a hot woman.
This is what me would say to you two doubters about giving the best Father's Day present that you can give to your father. Me would say leave him alone for the day. Just be like, hey, Dave, you know what? Kick your feet up, watch the TV for a little while, and then afterwards we can order a pizza and like if you drink, right, you could get a 6-pack of beer or something like that for him, and just let him like be himself. You know,
that would require him to be around the kids.
No, that's he won't enjoy it with him children as well. Or also, you could take him out to Buffalo Wild Wings and just let him have a good time.
That sounds pretty good.
That sounds all right to me. And then also, you got to stop by the Subway sandwich shop and get him any sub he won't.
That's just disgusting.
Just tell them, hey, it's me father's birthday. Can him get sandwich half out? They probably do maybe 25%.
Not unless the Subway sandwich maker artist is hot. That'd be good. You get her phone number.
No. Not sexual. Don't sexual. We don't do that.
No. By the way, that's a character I'm playing. By the way, that's not me as a father. Just so you guys know.
Yeah,
I'm going to be spending my.
I got my dad. I always got my dad scratch off tickets. That's why,
hell yeah.
That's why he loved Daddy and Big Dad both. They just love. No, Daddy. I got him like Star Trek stuff when I could, but Big Dad, you get him like fucking $25 in scratch off tickets. He was good. Just leave him alone, let him scratch off.
Oh yeah, I love that, dude. No, I'm gonna be spending my Father's Day. My daughter has a recital. That's about 7 hours long. That's
God damn, dude. That sounds like the opposite of a good day.
That's how I'm gonna be on Father's Day. And you know what? I wouldn't. There's nowhere else in the world I'd rather be. I'm pumped about it. But that's gonna be They decided to put the dance recital. That's like 7 hours long on Father's Day. So that's where I'll be. But I'm pumped about it. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Appreciate you, Texas.
Thank you, buddy. Where are we?
I think we're after Mikey, right? Did you do Robin Barker?
Yeah, no. Robin Barker says, creepiest Friday the 13th. I think Jason Lives has some genuinely creepy scenes. Corey Feldman, do you anticipate Jason's return every Friday the 13th?
Yeah, he's like the wolf pack. He just won't stop. Like, I try to do something other than him, and he just keeps showing up and ruining my performances. And I'm literally losing my mind because I won all these awards. I'm like the face of the Goonies, and Jason is always out there trying to ruin my image. What an asshole. But as far as creepy scenes in Friday the 13th, is that the creepiest? Maybe.
I don't find Jason Lives creepy in there. I think that the creepiest Jason's ever been. Jesus Christ, is Jason Voorhees ever been actually creepy?
Some would argue too. Yeah, because that's like pure stalker.
When you see the window and he's running towards it in the back head, that's probably the creepiest I've ever seen Jason Voorhees.
Yeah,
to be honest. Taylor Leavitt says, Slitty Man, sing the Tom's Diner intro. Suzanne Vega. I've no idea.
What is that? I don't know what that is. There's a diner down the road called Tom's. Me go there sometimes to have a bomb. Me smoke it, Me smoke it, but realize it's not for me. Oh, devil grass, set me free. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. I'm sorry, man. I don't know what that is.
Mercurio says, Loomis, I found Michael hiding behind an Arby's in the dumpster and was eating a dog.
Yeah, he likes Wienas and hiding in trash. That's what he is. He's a trashy wiener. So it makes sense that you found him there. I was wondering where he went. I was like, oh, check the dumpsters and him guzzling down wienas from the 7-Eleven.
He likes that meats.
Likes that shit.
JK says Friday the 13th glitch just appeared at NBA Finals. Dude, if they had is the NBA Finals tonight? Maybe.
I don't know.
Dude, how pumped would you be if like all of a sudden it was like Jason?
Dude, I really
wish you got a trailer at the end of the game.
like, I wish I had a team to root for in the NBA. I just don't. There's not any team that I give a shit about. Like, none.
I'm going for the Pacers in this one because I'm tired of the Oklahoma City fucking commercials, the AT&T commercials.
Yeah.
That team gets on my fucking nerves. And Indiana is a basketball state who's never won a championship, so I'm going for the Pacers.
I think I would go for, like, weren't the Wizards like the Bullets?
Yeah.
I thought that name, like, dude, I thought the Bullets were fucking cool.
Something's just boring about Washington winning a title, though. You know, I don't know why. Tyler McIntyre says, "Can we watch the full Superman trailer and get the full breakdown? I've been wanting it all week. If we do, the whole stream will get demonetized, and this is not one of the trailer streams. We watched a couple clips of it, though. I know you commented this earlier. We watched the main anger clips, really, but yeah, dude, I appreciate you, Tyler. That's
well, I will say my thoughts on what I've seen so far. Listen, I mean, I think they've improved the special effects a little bit. I think that they actually took some of the feedback and they've reworked some of it. It still kind of seems a little not up to snuff with special effects, but I'm sorry, man. Yeah, Mike's right. Like, they come down like fucking Thor's hammer on certain things like that. Yeah,
and like overall, my opinion of it is, I hope the movie's great. I just think the CGI dog looks like fucking ass. Just get a fucking dog, man. Just get a dog.
I like Crypto. I think the character of Crypto is cool. He was in the comic books. I mean, but yeah, it is what it is.
But it just feels so corny. But like apart from everything except for the special effects and the dog, I think look cool. Like, but nobody wants to hear that.
Get that goddamn dog out of here.
You find that goddamn dog. Jonathan Dorado says, "I'm 36 and saw Chasing Amy for the first time. Great fucking movie, dude.
Amazing movie.
Awesome. Loved it so much. I bought the Blu-ray. Mike, the Bring Her Back directors dropped a side Dark Angel tapes hinting their movies may connect. It's creepy as fuck, dude. They have a website, like a dark web website where you can go and watch the clips from behind the movie, and it's so worth your fucking time. Google that shit. It's fucking scary, dude.
I watched quite. Oh, it's meant to be like a cinematic thing. Like, it's not actual behind the scenes footage.
No, so it's like they put out a website and it looks like a dark web website. So it's like you can like watch the tapes and shit.
So it's like marketing for the
thing. But super cool.
Yeah, dude, I saw a couple of interviews from Raka Raka when it came to Raka Raka or whatever you want to say when it came to the film, and the one before Talk to Me. I love the fact that they were YouTubers and that they were making such great waves in Hollywood. And they're not like, they don't come from a background of like, you know, like a Spielberg or something like that. These are guys that just made it on their own. I think that's so fucking awesome. But as far as like Chasing Amy, singing for the first time at 36, that's the age it probably was meant for. I remember watching it when I was like in my early 20s and not understanding shit about anything, because that's like when you lived life and you've seen shit. Because I was like thinking, hey, it's a Mallrats sequel, because Mallrats had just come out before Chasing Amy, and I thought that's what we were gonna get more of. And then when I watched, I was like, is this some slow gay shit? And then I kind of got it. And then but as you get older, you really appreciate it for what it is and how good it and how well it's acted.
Dude, 100%. Like, I did not like Chasing Amy back in the day when like Mallrats and shit was out. And then like now it's one of my favorite Kevin Smith.
The weirdest thing to me, and even as an adult, well, I was an adult then, but like as a more seasoned adult that had seen more shit, I've seen some shit that I always thought it was still strange that the best friend was like, hey, I think we all should like sleep together. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's so.
I'm not a fucking tracer.
That's such an extreme, but it does go back. It harkens back to the one particular scene in the film where, and I can't remember the poet black guy that was putting on a stage performance, acting like, you know, hate the white man. That guy, he was telling
me, what's a Nubian?
Yeah, he was talking to Banky, right, and he was like, or not Banky, but he was talking to Ben Affleck's character, and he was like, that boy loves you in a way that he's not ready to deal with, and that was such a like an underappreciated line, because he's basically saying your friend's gay.
Yeah.
Or like he's gay for you, like he loves you in a way that he's not ready
ourselves. We really appreciate.
Yeah, that. But I thought, there's a lot of actually Chasing Amy's got a lot of layers to it.
It does, dude. It's such a good movie. Watch Chasing Amy if you're a Kevin Smith fan. You haven't checked out in a while. Do it. Thank you, Jonathan. Good point, dude. Jay Tinsel says, I sent a DVD copy of my favorite movie, your P.O. box. It'll arrive in 2 weeks. Oh, Big Box Cox 3. I think I saw that the other day.
Huge one.
After getting the confirmation email, I finished all of my stepmom's lips. There he is. God damn it.
Owsley.
Is that DVD just going to be you fucking your mom, dude?
It's a fucking home tape. He said it's an 8mm Nicolas Cage type tape. You weirdo.
Michael Parton says, do you think Kevin Feige will get removed? No. Nah.
Here's the thing. I think that Kevin Feige is like super involved in a lot of projects. And I think that, here's the thing. I think that Kevin Feige is fucking up really bad going forward with the future of the MCU. And Disney is slowly but surely starting to realize we're losing money. Why do we keep losing money? We got to blame somebody for this shit. I think if you fired him, though, it's going to create more of a controversy, and then it's going to be like really bad press on what's going to happen in the future. I think that personally, I think that Kevin Feige has lost the plot. He doesn't understand how to bring the next phase in, because let's be honest, the Robert Downey Jr. Led phase, the Iron Man stuff was so fucking phenomenal. It was so good. It was built up just the right way. 20 years of films. They did it right. I feel like he might have lost touch with how to make that, with how to transition after Downey Jr. and Evans and all those guys. But I think he's going to be fired? I think they're going to need to lose a lot more money.
Someone just mentioned that they think Disney will use him as a scapegoat, which is always a possibility.
That's true too, and I could see that happening. And but that's going to cause huge ripples throughout the entire cinema universe as far as like Disney is concerned. And then the focus and pressure is going to be on them to be like, who are you going to get to replace him?
Yeah, no, I think he's safe. I think Fantastic Four is going to have a lot to say about that. I have a sneaking suspicion that Fantastic Four is going to blow fucking ass.
It's going to, 100%. I think it's going to suck. Like, I think it's going to suck. I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's going to, I like, at first I was kind of excited. And then the more I've seen about it and the more interviews I've read and the more information that comes out about it, I think it's going to be a solid 5.5, maybe a 6, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the curse of Fantastic Four. It's like you guys can't make the fucking movie.
The Johnny Storm character just throws me way off, dude. Man of Tomorrow. I think the biggest problem with Snyder didn't understand the characters. I wasn't a fan of Man of Steel, but I appreciate existence as a Superman fan.
That's a fair take. That's a fair take.
Sure. I'll never understand. Like, I will never understand why people hated Man of Steel so bad. I think it's just a weird cultural thing that just I'll just never understand it. I'll never get it, man. I know why it is, and I would have been one of those people. But when I watched it and I understood what he was doing, Snyder, I was like, I get it. Because people have this idea in their minds of Superman. He's like I said, he's the Boy Scout, he's the hope beacon, he's the guy that you turn to when all shit is going bad. He's the guy. And they have encapsulated for all time in their memories Christopher Reeve. Just the guy, like the man. And that's what they see. They see Richard Donner Superman no matter what. And I understand that, and I get like that's why everything will always pale in comparison to that particular character and that rendition of that character by Christopher Reeve. But you got to remember, Snyder was like, all right, well, I don't want to do what Superman Returns did. I don't want to just try to emulate and replicate Richard Donner Superman and get a guy that looks like Christopher Reeve and put him in the movie, because it's going to Superman Returns tried that and failed.
Yes, exactly. And I think he understood that. I mean, they got Bryan Singer, and at that point, Bryan Singer was known for his X-Men films, so you would have thought anybody would have been able to do it. It would have been Bryan Singer. It just didn't. It didn't go over well with the fans. So I think that what Snyder was thinking, and I agree as a fan, Superman is in the comic books. He can do everything. He can do anything. He's invulnerable. He's impenetrable. He's got all these fucking powers. How do you bring this particular character, the superhero, down to where people can relate to him? How do you understand where he's coming from and what's going on? Because if he can do everything and he can solve any problem with limited effort, you're never going to get it. That's why Batman's so fucking like people love that character. Yeah, he's a billionaire, but you understand why he's fucked up, or Punisher or Ghost Rider or whatever. So Snyder was like, I got to reinvent this character and do something with him. Not reinvent him to, like, obviously the origin story is still in place, but I got to bring him to the audience of today. Like, he's an outsider. He's kind of like the weirdo. No one gets him. And that's what I think he got. I think he understood the character, but he was like, I got to make the character more palatable for audiences.
Yeah.
Because that golden boy thing's not working anymore.
Yeah, I could agree more. It was a different take, and for whatever reason, it didn't take. I think it was more of a cultural thing than truth. Man, tomorrow said, "Did y'all see the price that Galactic had?"
I didn't.
Dude?
I just saw the image of it. It looked fucking awesome. How much is it?
Fucking $80, dude.
Fuck that shit.
$80.
No.
And that's cool as fuck, but $80.
Yeah, I'm not paying
you're
that.
fucking us. What is this? The Jason Mathriga verse?
That's how much the movie's gonna make. I'm not paying that for the popcorn bucket. I'm kidding. But
it's still a good fucking joke though. Oh yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude. It was the Boogeyman. 140 days till Halloween Day. Any plans? Maybe surprise collapse or guests on the channel, or are we keeping it strictly Wham Fam? The people want to know. So 140 days till Halloween. The only thing we can tell you about Halloween this month is that we're not doing Scarefest. We're not doing the meetup in October. And if cards play out right, we would love to get an Airbnb, like a Crystal Lake type of place, and film a bunch of skits.
Yeah.
But I think if you miss the skits at all, I think it's possible. I'm not going to say for sure, but it's possible that we bring some of those back in October. But
we also have we also like thought about doing like some IRL shit, like going to haunted houses, or like my wife and I were going to go to fucking the haunted place in Kentucky, not the asylum, but where they treated people with like tuberculosis. I don't remember. Waverly. We're gonna go to Waverly Hills, and I told Mike about that, and he was like, "Oh, him and Katie were gonna go, so we were gonna film that. Maybe we'll do that, and we're also gonna go like maybe some like regular haunted houses, do that shit too. But that won't but that'll be like filmed before, and we'll release it on Halloween.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have some. I think this Halloween is gonna be different, but I think it's gonna be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Governor Nachos. That's not what his name is, but it's a really cool name.
That's
what he named it. I don't have anything to add to the conversation. Just want to say thank you both for the content.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dude.
Man. Hey, we appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here and hanging out with us. Man, tomorrow says, by the way, I love the Patreon video today. Yeah, dude. Patreon video, members only video, the entire franchise of Friday the 13th ranked by me and Jay. A cool 23 years ago. 13 years ago.
It feels like that.
Yeah. It's fucking wild, dude. I watched a few minutes of that. I couldn't watch anymore because I hated my fucking I hated my chin strap. I hated the way I looked. But it was
now
cool.
those older videos are raw though. That's what people love. That's like raw shit.
Yeah, that was cool to put back up, man. I'm glad you liked it. Kyle says, Pastoros!
That sounds like how I was on the toilet today. Pure constipation.
Cineroth, I reviewed the Ben Tramer footage. Loomis didn't get him killed. It was the police officer going 100 miles per hour and speeding up and hitting Ben.
Yep. Thank you. Be my witness in court. It's still ongoing.
Those court cases, they take a long time. Dean Cream tweets, good to see you, buddy. Says, oh, also, happy early Father's Day, Mike. Appreciate it.
Yeah, happy early Father's Day.
Jay's also father of a giant turd that he laid in the toilet today. I heard about it. I wouldn't witness it, but firstborn. Big deal.
It was a monumental monster. That's for sure.
Rob Barker said, "Happy Father's Day, Mike." Hi, Jay. Thank you, buddy.
Why you guys? Why you gotta do the ... Like it's fine. You just be like, "Hi, Jay." I'm like, hey. You don't have to be like. He's like, "Hi, Jay." I guess.
Jay and I are planning to have a nice butt.
It's like I was at Mike's like birthday party, and somebody came in and was like, "Hey, Mike, happy birthday, dude." Oh, hey, Jay. I'm like, hey. I was here too. It's fine.
Appreciate it, brother. Eric has said, "Happy Father's Day, Mike." Jay, we're still waiting.
Yeah, I know. It's never gonna happen.
I'm hoping for it. I've been telling Jay, have some kids, dude. Pop some out.
I'll be 95.
Those kids.
Fuck those kids. I'm not having them.
I want to.
My sperm is mine.
I don't want to share it with any of those fucking children.
I can't have it.
Kyle says, "Love y'all." Love you.
Hey,
too,
love
buddy.
you, Kyle, man.
Love you,
appreciate you
very, very much. Orangey Poo says, "I love you guys. Keep up the great work. Every upload makes my day. Been a fan for years and years.
Amen.
Much love." Hey, I love
appreciate
it,
you, man.
I love it to see a super chat from somebody I haven't seen before. Saying kind words like that. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us. Thank all of you for being here and hanging out with us. It's fucking. I did do that shot, and maybe it did go deeper into my liver than I wanted it to.
Obviously, Mike has transformed into Lex Luthor, and he wants nothing more than to kryptonite kick Superman.
I will find him.
Yeah, it's always.
I'd be a better Lex Luthor than fucking Nicholas Hoult. I can tell you that.
Yeah, dude, a fucking Rock would be better, Lex Luthor. But anyway, I will say this: I had a great fucking time, dude. This is a cool stream. It was a chill stream, relaxed, really nice. I know that some people probably came in here a little disappointed because we didn't continuously talk about Jason Voorhees nonstop about, you know, on this particular day. There's only so much you can say that's not been said.
They've only given us so much.
Yeah, well, I mean, could we do 3 hours of Friday the 13th? Yeah, but we're gonna rehash the same shit over and over and over again. But that the Elimination Chamber type shit, Hell in the Cell type of Friday the 13th was awesome. I had a good time.
Yeah, and also you're right. 6 days, 28 years later, it's gonna be a fucking great one.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna go back and watch 28 days later and 28 months and all that shit.
28 weeks later. It's so much better than I remembered it. Watch that shit again, dude. It's so much fucking better than I remembered it.
Yeah,
so
dude.
fucking good.
Sure.
Content for all that shit coming out this week. And hey, we love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate you.
Love you guys.
Good night.
See you guys. Bye.
I'm gonna fart.